Yo,
What's up?
hello.
We are lost and we are live. Hold on, let me fix my camera. This was a part of the problem, the whole first episode. Hold up.
I'm out of frame
There
too a
we go.
little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I hearing echoes, man?
I don't know. Do you have your stream up?
Yeah, that's me.
Look at you messing up the flow all right now. What's up, though, everyone? What's up?
Is the music sounding good? The level?
I don't hear any music at all, my guy.
Oh man. What about now?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's
Let
crisp.
me know if it gets too loud. Anybody in the chat or maybe Jay?
That's crisp right there. But hold on.
See, a little bit, man.
But what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Lost Jedi podcast. My name is ABJ, and I am joined by my amigo, the illustrious, the industrious, the champion of Alderaan, Justin is lost. What's going on, man?
It's all true. It's all true. Everything you just said. Yeah, just chilling. Taking in all the news that's coming.
I give you that intro and you just chilling.
I really don't know how to respond to that. The industrious. I've never been called industrious before. I don't even know what that means, honestly.
That's first time for everything. I mean, you upload like a video every day. That's industrious.
Yeah,
and you work a full-time job.
Yeah.
Work a full-time job, right? So yeah, that's industrious.
Sure, man. I don't know.
What else did I say? What did I say? Illustrious? I don't even know what that means. Is that a word? It might not be.
I have no idea, man.
So what's up, guys? We got a good show for you tonight. It's going to be action-packed. Actually, I don't know about action. Probably won't be any action. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening. We're going to go over some show notes real quick for you and show you what's up, what's good. Tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit about KOTOR 3. Something that I guess you don't really know too much about KOTOR. I think you told me you don't like KOTOR that much because you're a fraud, but it's cool. Another topic, unfortunately, is Krystina Arielle. I made like a video on this already, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. And I kind of want to pick your brain. You might, I don't know if you have anything you want to say about it or not, but we'll get to chat man. You got some stuff you want to get off your chest? Yeah. All right. And then we got let's see, coming up also Star Wars moving mainly to streaming, and we're going to talk about basically what that means with Star Wars going forward. And then our main topic of the show is our most anticipated movies and shows, that are going to be coming to Disney Plus or to the theater if that's ever a thing again. So yeah, hopefully it will be, but I'm going to talk a little bit about that because I have mixed feelings.
Just make sure you don't say the C word, no matter what.
No C words in here tonight. And I feel like a lot of people might not know. That's an inside joke. I can't say what the word is because...
It sounds worse than it is. It's not the C word that you're thinking of.
No. It's not that word. It's just a word we can't say or YouTube will come down on us, like put the hammer on us. Yeah. Also, hopefully, my camera doesn't act up again. I don't know if you guys, whoever was here last time, y'all might remember, like we were streaming for like maybe 2 hours and all of a sudden my camera started bugging out and I was frozen. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway, but yeah, also side note, my puppy is in the room with me tonight and maybe I'll show you.
Puppy reveal.
Yeah, maybe I'll show you the puppy, but she likes to make noise. So it could come a time in this live stream where you hear puppy noises. So just be aware of that and be ready for that. But that's enough. Justin, you have anything you want to say, or you good to jump right into the show, man?
No, I'm just excited, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Hold on, let me take a little sip.
Flexing that mug, huh?
Yeah, let me flex on real quick. Look at that. Yeah,
that thing is cool, man.
Yeah, I like it. Well, you can't see because there's it's actually not even coffee or anything. I'm drinking soda out of this mug, but it's got the I don't know the exact name for it, but the creature that was in the asteroid.
Yeah, the Alaskan bullworm.
That's what?
No, that's just SpongeBob.
Oh no, see, I didn't watch SpongeBob a lot, but yeah,
man,
yeah, it's got him like at the bottom of the mug, like coming out. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, man, I'm all about that dope stuff. All right, moving on into the show though. Our first topic of the night. Actually, before we okay. I gotta open up the chat. I can't even see the chat. There we go. There go the chat. There you go. All right. So our first topic of the night is something that this boy Justin don't know nothing about because he doesn't appreciate culture and the fine things in life. It's KOTOR 3, standing for Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my Jesus. That game, man. KOTOR. That was my game as a kid. I'm probably like 12, 13. Yeah, hold on. Let me get the make sure.
You gotta give me a summary of it, because like I honestly
am summary?
so uneducated about KOTOR.
You know who Revan is?
Well, yeah, I know like the lore and stuff. I just don't know about the games.
Okay, so they're basically like in my opinion, some of BioWare's like first greatest games. And that's when BioWare was actually still good. But yeah, they're basically just RPGs, and you play well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who never played it, but you play as this character and you don't know you're somebody who you actually are. And my puppy's making noises, sorry. I told y'all it was gonna happen. But all I can say is you go on like an adventure throughout the galaxy, you become a Jedi, and you assemble a crew. It's kind of like, have you ever played Mass Effect?
I have a little bit, yeah.
It's like Mass Effect because it's made by the same people. It's like Mass Effect, just Star Wars. That's how I can explain the gameplay without giving away the actual plot. If that makes sense.
I think I actually have played the game. I just don't remember at all.
No, I've actually never finished number 2, so I probably sound like a fake fan as well. I never did finish number 2, but it was just a dope series. Oh, my puppy. Oh, God. She's not going to open the camera. I told y'all this is going to happen. Hey, no. You can't come up here, all right? No. Your dad he's doing a podcast. And this is very unprofessional.
Asked is this going to be a new story or a remaster? And I actually don't know. Do you know that?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know that at all. I don't know. That's the whole thing. So they're talking about basically the leaks, or not even the leaks, but what's been said about it so far is that BioWare is not involved in any way at all, which is probably for the best at this point, because BioWare is like a shell of what it was. Like a lot of the people that were there in the beginning at that studio are not there anymore. Right. They've moved on and, doing their own thing. So the last BioWare game was what's that really trash game where you could fly around like Iron Man?
The one that just came out recently?
It's been no. Anthem. Anthem. Well, that joint was some doo-doo, but that joint was not good.
I was so excited for that game. I didn't even play it because I heard about how bad it was. I
played the beta and I said, yeah, I see where this is going. Yeah, so they're a shell of what they were. So from what the rumors are saying right now, or the leak, I don't know how much of a leak it is. I don't know, but they're saying it's a whole new studio working on this thing. I would think though, and I want to know what the chat thinks. I would think that this is more than likely a remaster. I'm sorry, my puppy's growling, but I think it's more than likely a remaster. Hush. She's barking at my other dog. Sorry. Blue, come here. I'm gonna show you the people. But yeah, chat. While I'm trying to get my puppy under control, let me know what you think. Is this gonna be a remaster, or is this going to be a brand new game? And I'm gonna mute my mic so I can get her real quick.
Puppy reveal. Let's see. Let's read some chats real quick. I'm not gonna have a life, dude. I'm gonna play them for sure. Especially, well, I'm gonna play them regardless, obviously. But if they're remasters of the old games, then I'll definitely play, because I never, got into the old games. So if they were remasters, that would be awesome. Because a big thing that's holding me back from playing the old games is, I hate to say it because it sounds so bad as a Star Wars fan. But never mind. I'll stop for the puppy reveal.
All right, can you hear me? Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, this is wild already. This is a wild show already, folks. All right, hold on. Let me get this out of the way so y'all can see. Y'all can see her. Hold up. Blue, say hello. You're on camera. Oh. Oh, blue. I named her after my favorite lightsaber. No, I'm just kidding. That's not why I named her Blue. But yeah, there she is.
What kind of dog is it?
She's half pit bull and half I don't know what else. So she's a blue pit and something else. I'm gonna put her down because now my other dog wants to get in on this, and she's too big for that. But yeah, that's the puppy reveal. Actually, that's not even truly a reveal because like she's been in she's trying to knock over my camera. She's been in another video for like a second because she was attacking me when I was making that video. But yeah, I really hope that we get a KOTOR 3 because I would prefer that. But I really think it's more than likely going to be an what do you call it? Remaster or remake. I guess you have no opinion on this because you've never played them, and so it doesn't matter to you.
Well, if I was being selfish, I would say I would want a remaster just because I've never played the old games. And as I was saying earlier, a big thing that's holding me back from playing the games, and I know this sounds bad and it sounds, like a bad Star Wars fan thing to say, but it's the graphics that's holding me back because I know how old the games are. But if they had today's graphics in them, then I would obviously play them immediately. So.
He's one of those. Attack him in the chat.
Look, man, I just got over watching old movies like in the last couple of years. I used to not want to watch old movies, and
like what? Like what old movies? Give me an example.
Shawshank Redemption was one that I like.
This man don't have no respect for the classics.
No, I do. That's one of my top 3 movies of all time. But for a while, I just held off from watching it because I was like, oh, that old movie, I'm not watching that. But then I watched it, and that's the movie that really opened my eyes up to old movies. Well, obviously, I love Star Wars always, but
is it? I just realized what this man's name is. Obese Bird. No, you work in the industry. Do other companies ever remaster other people's games? Yeah, definitely. So Blue Point is a really good example of that. They're not owned by PlayStation, but they've been working on PlayStation games for a while, and they specifically mostly have only worked on remastering games for PlayStation. So trying to think, they just remastered Demon's Souls for PlayStation. They came out for PS5. So yeah, it definitely happens. And there's studios like Blue Point where it seems like that's all they do is work on remastering. So good question. Yeah, so I would be I'm interested. Right now
I'm excited. I just don't know. I just don't know exactly what for. Like
right now they have my interest, just not my curiosity. You know what I'm saying?
Can you answer this question? Is there an obvious story to be told after the second game, or do you not know? Because you didn't.
I don't know. I didn't finish that joint, but I would think probably, if I'm speculating, because people have been saying KOTOR 3 for years. People have been up in arms about it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking, do they just want KOTOR 3 because of how good the first 2 games were, or is there some sort of, not maybe a cliffhanger, but maybe just an obvious direction that the story can go for the third one? Because if there's not an obvious direction, I feel like they're going to make people mad if they do not.
Oh, snap. I just knocked over my my Vegeta. Hold on. I'll see if I can show y'all this. Actually, you know what? No one needs to see that. I was going to show you what I just did. I knocked over my Vegito. Actually, it's a Gogeta, and now my puppy is interested in it. I have because someone was like in the chat, like, show us your Star Wars collection. And I was like, I'm going to show them the stuff on my shelf, and that didn't
well,
go.
Mr. Whiskey says that KOTOR 2 ending was left on a huge cliffhanger. So,
oh well, there you go. So that came out in like 2005 or something like that, man. So the fans have been waiting. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, but we waited.
A while ago,
yeah, we waited for Kingdom Hearts 3 forever and ever and ever. So KOTOR 3, I think it needs to happen. I don't think they should do a remaster at this point. I think, they should do a remaster. Like, it'd be cool if they did like the two of them together remastered, and then like release 3 in like 3 years.
That would be cool.
That's what Kingdom Hearts did.
I think it would be dumb for them business wise to not remaster those games because the games already exist it's obviously not as much work as building a whole new game. It's just a cash cow waiting. It's just waiting to be milked.
Yeah, waiting to be milked, like how like Luke milked those creatures in the Last Jedi and drank their seed.
Whoa, come on. Come on.
My puppy didn't like that either. She was like, "What you talking about, big fella?"
That made me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, he said, "What you talking about, big fella?" Let's see. Obese Bird said that the story is continued in SWTOR. That's the online game. That's the one you said you didn't like at all. But I never beat that. I never beat it either. I don't know if anyone ever beat that. I thought that joint was garbage.
No, I didn't think it was garbage. It's just not my type of game. That's all.
Well, I think the only really great thing about it was the cinematics.
Oh yeah, yeah. I watch those on YouTube all the time. Just
yeah,
they're so good, dude.
And just randomly turn them on just to watch. Oh, cool. Yeah, they had some. I remember when they first released it, my mind was like blown. It wasn't until I actually saw what the game is, I was like, oh. But when I saw those cinematics, I was like, oh.
What was your favorite cinematic?
I don't know. I think that very first one when they fly the freaking ships into the temple and they have that crazy. I'm like, oh snap! The one in the forest. There's one in the forest. I feel like too. That one's cool. But the first one, the very first one, in my opinion, is just.
I like the Eternal Twins ones.
I don't even know what that is, dog.
with the two brothers, the two twins that the one tries to kill the dad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but the concept of twins or just brothers or sisters in general in Star Wars just intrigues me so much. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like there's some twins in the High Republic.
Yeah, there are. When I saw those in the concept art, I was super excited.
Yeah, so cool stuff. Might as well move on from that. I ain't got nothing else to say about this KOTOR 3. I just really hope it happens. I hope it's not just a remake. I want a remake, but I also want KOTOR 3. And I also want my puppy to stop making so much noise while we're live streaming. But we don't always get what we want, Justin. Puppy. Anyway, all right, moving on to the other topic, which is Krystina Arielle drama.
Yay.
Man.
I don't think your dog likes Krystina Arielle.
I'm gonna let you talk about this while I control my puppy.
Oh Jesus!
Control your dog.
This topic of all topics, you're gonna leave me.
Control your dog.
All right, everybody, let me know in the chat what you think about Krystina Arielle. I kind of want to hold off for ABJ. I don't want to go too deep because I want to, have the conversation, but I'm down to have a conversation with y'all in the chat. Obviously, I'll state my opinions on what ABJ already knows that I think about it. I think Krystina Arielle was wrong for what she said. There's not one specific instance that I'm talking about, but just the act of generalizing a whole group of people, no matter what the group of people is, should never be done, in my opinion. And I find it hard to I find it hard to see how people are saying that it's not racism. I just don't understand that. When you're generalizing a whole group of people based on their race and saying that they are doing something, I'm trying to kind of walk on eggshells here, but when you generalize an entire race and then you talk about them negatively, especially, it's kind of the textbook racism,
Yeah. So, man, there's so much I wish I could say. I always feel like you're using the force when you do that. I know you're focusing your camera, but still. So there's so much I feel like I could say. That I've said a lot in my video. I want to say this first and foremost. I feel like one, the people saying like super racist stuff to her since all this happened are just like, come on, what are you doing with your life? And if that is how you really feel, then like so much ignorance in 2021. That's crazy. But her herself, and I feel like I addressed mostly everything I wanted to say in my video about it, but I had a lot of interesting comments on that video. I think it's like one of my most disliked videos. Actually, that's not true. I have one more that's disliked more. But I mean, for the most part, people were really like, they agreed with me. But I feel like some of the stuff that I feel like this whole thing was blown out of proportion just a little bit. Like, I stand by everything I said. Like, I feel like generalization of people is wrong, no matter what their race is. But I do think that she probably has been the victim of, racism, or had stuff said to her that shouldn't have been said to her, done to her. Um, as a black person, I can relate to that in some ways, but I also know I can't go, well, all white people are garbage. Like, I've met other black people who, like, because of the way they've been treated or because of America's history or whatever, they allow that to make them feel, a certain way. And one thing I don't like about people who, and obviously I get that, like, some terrible things happen in the world today and have happened in the world. But I was raised a way where I feel like every person should be given their own chance to show what they're about. So if you show me that you're a nice, loving person, you can be, no matter what your color is. Just because you're a certain race or color doesn't mean that you're automatically like a certain way. That's what I don't dig about the tweets at all. And my puppy doesn't like that either. She agrees.
I don't think they're as bad as the Justina Ireland stuff.
No. I don't think so either. I feel like well, my puppy would stop. She's barking at my other dog, trying to get her to play, and my other dog's not having it at all. Blue. I'm gonna have to put her out of the room. I just feel kind of like it wasn't as bad maybe as Justina Ireland, but it still was wrong. And I feel like certain YouTubers, I will not name, but certain YouTubers, they use this kind of stuff for their own, like, and I won't lie, I got views off of it too, but I like just to report the news. And of course I report drama as well. I mean, I say that in my opening, but I don't rejoice in bad news. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about certain YouTubers that cover stuff like this. I feel like they love when something bad happens, not just because it means views, but because sometimes people seem to just get off on Star Wars struggling. Yes. I don't get that. I don't like that at all.
Well, I'll say that my main problem wasn't even with Krystina Arielle. It's more with Lucasfilm for not. So it's kind of messy, in which I don't know if they're just not vetting the people that they're hiring and looking at their social media history, looking at their interview history with Justina Ireland and Krystina Arielle, or what I think they're doing is doing this on purpose, hiring these. I gotta watch what I say, but let's just say Justina Ireland in specific and leave Krystina Arielle out because her case was a little bit more mild. But hiring these ultra woke people like Justina Ireland who can't even keep their politics out of the books that she's writing, and that's my main thing. You can have whatever cause you want. I keep saying this over and over. Fight for your cause. I support that, but leave it out of Star Wars. You can bring it into other types of books, but Star Wars is an escape from the real world. We don't want to be brought back into real world issues when we're reading Star Wars books or watching Star Wars movies.
Are you kidding me? I love to get brought into 2021 politics when I'm reading or watching Star Wars. It makes my day.
Like I said, my issue is not with Justina
Ireland. I'm being
Ireland.
ironic, by the way. I'm being sarcastic. I mean,
yeah, I know. But I just want before we get sidetracked, I just want to say my issue is not with Krystina Arielle. It's more with Lucasfilm and whoever's making these hires, because she might be really good at her job, but at the same time, and the thing, what do you think about them defending her and about getting bullied? Which
that was bogus, my guy.
But she shouldn't have been getting bullied.
No, she shouldn't have been. But I'm saying the fact that they stood up for her, but Gina and then James Earl Jones and all the shade we've been throwing, and where were they? Where was this when Finn was getting her put down to size in Star Wars, Force Awakens posters and stuff? It feels like when it's money on the line, no, but when there's no money involved, oh yeah, sure, we love everyone. Yes, racial equality. We do not stand for bullying. We love the blackies. But then when and then when money is on the line, well, maybe in China we could just shrink them down,
Right?
make them
It really
blend in.
seems like they're just trying to play into the politics of whatever country they're releasing content in, and like
Yeah, for sure.
the High Republic, you're playing to. Well, the thing is, like people like me and you are the majority. We're just a silent majority. Well, not silent, but
Hey, what you mean,
not that
people
loud.
like me? Honestly,
Come on.
I continue.
But like fans like me and you that just want to watch good content. We don't care about the politics outside. We are the majority, but we're just not screaming what we want most of the time. The people that are screaming are the woke people on Twitter that are going after people like Gina Carano. And so Lucasfilm sees that and they're like, ooh, let's capitalize off this. They think that's the majority and they think that's how they make their money. So they make things like the High Republic and they have, that side of Lucasfilm. Please don't yell at me. But that side of Lucasfilm thinks that's how you make money. You make woker content than the people like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau who are just making good stuff. Then they're going to China doing the same thing. They're making books that appeal to the Chinese politics. It's right there in front of us.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I was just thinking, it's so wild that this is not exactly what you were saying, but I'm still in the whole Finn thing. How they what's it called in my boy? They if you've seen that poster lately, he like blends in with the blue. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. They're like, well, he's already black. We'll make him black and blue. Yeah, that joint was wild, man. I said they did my boy dirty.
How'd they get away with that?
At Disney.
But still, it seems like nobody even like mentions it. It's just gone.
I mean, people mention it, but what are you gonna do? Boycott Star Wars? I mean, I guess there are.
It's like, why is the Twitter mob not outraged about that? Like, let's change something that actually needs to be changed.
Make Star Wars great again. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy times we live in. I just really hope my puppy will stop barking so I can have a real train of thought. I don't know. I just really hope that Disney gets it together because they're just being a company at the end of the day, but it's obvious that when money is on the line, they will do and say anything. And I'm just not cool with that, man. Just not cool with it at all. I'm gonna let you entertain these people. I'm gonna actually get up and make my dog be quiet. I'm gonna put her out or do something because I do not want this whole stream to be the ABJ puppy stream. So I'll be back, folks. This is officially your stream, Justin. Have fun with that, big fella.
All right, I'll just read some chats because let's see. They have said racist things, not judging a person by the content of their character, but by their skin, and then applying that to everyone is not okay. Somebody says we should boycott Star Wars. I don't think we should boycott Star Wars as a whole because of this. I think you should support the content that you like and don't support the content that you don't like. I don't think this is a Star Wars thing. I think this is just certain people inside of Lucasfilm think that Star Wars can profit off of certain things that they shouldn't be trying to profit off of. And then they try to spin it like they're just supporting causes that they actually don't care about. I think we should, whether or not you like, and you still have to be able to separate the art from the artist. So say Kathleen Kennedy is behind all the hires that are trying to bring politics into Star Wars. If Kathleen Kennedy creates a great show, creates a great book, then we should still support that show and that book, regardless of what Kathleen Kennedy is trying to do with her politics into Star Wars. We still have to be able to separate the art from the artist, like I said. So we should support all the good content and don't support the bad content. And that's how Disney will figure out what we want. Specifically right now with all that's going on. Whoa. All right. Not going to read the rest of that. Let's see. I just disagree with the whole boycott Star Wars thing. I don't know. It's tough because it's like once you buy a book, you're supporting that book. So it's like you can't really go get your money back. But yeah, man, I think Star Wars is heading in the right direction. with the John and Dave stuff. They just got a little section of them that's still trying to profit off of causes that people actually really care about in real life. You know, people like Krystina Arielle, you can disagree with what she's saying on Twitter and stuff like that, but she does care about her cause genuinely. The thing about Star Wars is they're trying to profit off of people like Krystina Arielle who actually care about their causes, but the Disney and Lucasfilm don't care about the cause that Krystina Arielle cares about. They just want to act like they do. So you gotta give it to Krystina and Krystina. They care about what they're talking about. They really do. They go about it the wrong way at times, but then when I think Lucasfilm is worse because they're trying to profit off those causes. I think that's even worse than going about your cause the wrong way.
Here's the big problem. I'm back, by the way, guys. I think it was probably really funny. People joining the stream for the first time and just seeing you here, like, oh, this was ABJ's channel. What's this other guy? No, yeah, no. I think what it shows, really, this whole mess, is that, and I might lose, I don't know, not fans, but I might lose. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm basically trying to say is I don't know if people will really agree with what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it. I feel like when it comes to issues like this, when it's a black person saying it, the media is very scared to disagree, because if you disagree and you say they are wrong about these type of matters, it becomes like, you know, it's not a good press at all. Yeah. It's like then the SJWs attack you and like, oh, you support white supremacy, and you know, so that's what I really feel like is happening.
Yep, and I feel like I honestly I hate saying people should be fired and stuff like that, but the thing is, Kathleen Kennedy getting fired from Lucasfilm isn't going to hurt her lifestyle at all. She's made her money. Like she can go now and be happy. She can be perfectly fine. So I believe that Kathleen Kennedy should be gone. I don't think she is a good fit to run Lucasfilm, to be the president of a studio. But the thing is, you can't fire Kathleen Kennedy because she is the one that's hiring these people, these woke people. If you fire someone who's hiring woke people, you will be attacked by the woke mob. You will be called a racist, a sexist, that type of stuff by the woke mob. So Disney, they're trying to profit off of those types of people. Dang, I gotta stop saying that. But they're trying to profit off of. They're trying to profit off of that type of politics. They can't fire Kathleen Kennedy because then they lose all of that profit that they're trying to.
Oh, you don't think they're gonna fire Kathleen? You know what? We're gonna get to that after I put this puppy out of my room. 1 second. I'm gonna let you steal the show one more time. After this, yeah. All right, Blue. You're gonna go out. Okay, you're gonna go out. Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna go back up and read some chats, man. Let's see. Easton says, "Hey Justin, I've been subbed for about 3 weeks. Love your content. And can tell you're similar to Star Wars Theory by content and how you say things." Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I don't think I'm anywhere near Star Wars Theory, but I mean, that's a huge compliment, bro. I appreciate that. Let's see. Patrick says, "I don't even pay attention to Star Wars politics. I don't care, TBH. I just want good content." Man, that's how most of us feel. I don't want to say that's how we all feel, but that's how most of us feel. We don't care, man. We don't care about the politics that's being put into Star Wars. We don't want real life politics. We just want good content. And that's why people enjoy The Mandalorian so much and enjoy stuff like the Clone Wars so much. Because it's just good Star Wars. There's no political agendas inside of it at all. Nerd Theorist says, "Vote with your dollar. Only support things from Dave and John who can properly represent different groups of people, and shun and don't buy the garbage." The thing is, how are you going to know what's garbage and what's not without even trying? Like, you can't just say every High Republic book is bad because Krystina Arielle is putting her politics in. There might be some really good books in there.
I mean, you could.
You should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, can you guys hear me, by the way? Because I kind of adjusted my mic. Am I good? I'm good to go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I just I'm worried that not just with Star Wars, but a lot of the things that I love are just becoming so political, and it doesn't need to be. I'm not, I'm never going to get into politics on this channel. I'm never going to pick sides or anything like that. But I just feel like whatever you believe in, it doesn't really need to be in Star Wars. Like that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to leave that.
Agree.
I'm going to leave that dog laying where it lies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't care what your views are. I really don't. As I always say, separate the art from the artist. Krystina Arielle could be a great author if she would just keep the politics out the books. I'm sure she would write a great book. Just keep it out. That's all I'm at. That's all I ask.
Separate the art from the artist, unless it's R. Kelly. Then then I boycott both. And I was so this ain't the R. Kelly podcast, but
okay, separate the art from the artist to a certain extent.
Yeah. It ain't nobody out here peeing on girls. That's where we draw the line. Not just girls, little girls, but we should probably move on.
You better get demonetized, bro.
Yeah, Storm Super said, move along. we should move along from that. Anyway, yeah, good stuff, guys. My dog is now out of the room. I don't know if she's gonna be making noise throughout the house. I'm probably gonna regret this decision because after the podcast, what's going to happen? Because I like to keep her like in view because she's a puppy still, and so after this podcast, what more than likely will happen is I will go out into my living room area and I will see that I have a mess on my hands. So the things I do for you people, and by you people I mean my subscribers. All right, so yeah, I was trying to be safe there. Moving on to our next topic, which is Star Wars moves to mainly streaming, and I'm gonna let you take the lead on this, big fella, because you're the one that was bringing this to my attention. It was something I knew about, but like not something that I was thinking of talking about. So we have the floor.
Yeah. So a while back, probably about 5-6 months ago, Bob Iger, who I don't think he's not the CEO anymore, but he's still high up. He's like head of the board or something like that.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of the big. Yeah, he makes a lot of big decisions still. He came out and he said that Star Wars is going mainly streaming. We're focusing on streaming from, now and for a good while. And I have mixed feelings about it. At first, my gut reaction was, oh no, because there's nothing like waking up on Star Wars Day. Like I keep saying that over and over. There's nothing like it's the best holiday ever. Whenever you wake up and it's
a good feeling.
Whether you like the sequels or not, for me, at least I could wake up and still be extremely excited every time there's a new Star Wars movie, regardless.
A funny story about that. Rise of Skywalker came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the first Star Wars movie that I've ever actually got fully like cosplayed up to go see, right? But there was something in the air that morning. No, I'm being for real, right? There was a smell. It was something about, maybe that was just my breath, but it was something about that day where I was like, something's wrong. I'm endangering the mission. I shouldn't have come. I could feel it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I got in the theater and one scene happened. I was like, another scene happened. I was like, another scene happened. I was like, oh. So anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, like I said, I still have mixed feelings about it because there's nothing like waking up on Star Wars Day. But what streaming does, and if mainly talking about shows, because they could do streaming movies too, but they're mainly doing shows. What streaming does is you're allowed to stretch storylines out as long as you want them. So because Star Wars is mainly trilogies, I feel like Disney was going to just do trilogy, like even if it's not Skywalker Saga. And I think that's very limiting in both directions. I think you have to either stretch a story out or condense a story, because there's not a lot of times where a story is like perfectly fit for a trilogy. I think that you shouldn't limit yourself to a trilogy at all. But anyway, what streaming allows us to do is have watch parties, things like that. Super exciting, like it's super fun. That's super. Like imagine a Star Wars movie coming out on Disney Plus and we have a watch party. Like that.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, baby.
That'd be so cool. But the thing is, we're missing out on the theater experience. And there's nothing better and this isn't Star Wars, but the Endgame theater that I was in was like unreal, dude. That was the most fun I've ever had in a movie theater, and I'm just gonna miss that so much.
That feeling when the lights go low and a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and
Oh my god.
everyone kind of gets quiet, a little bit of anxious little chatter and cheering, and everyone loses their mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
There's nothing like it, dude.
Man, no, it gets me gassy every time, bro. I get so excited. I get so excited, dude. It's such a just being there with the fans and people with their lightsabers up in the air and screaming at the opening crawl, sound. It's just I'm gonna miss that. Because I don't think theaters are coming back, big fella.
Well, did you see the news about AMC recently?
No, what's happening with them niggas now?
All right.
What's going on with AMC now, for real?
Okay, so I think they tried to raise money to stay open, and I think they raised over 100 million more than they needed to stay open through this entire year. So they're good for 2021. Yeah, they raised like 900 million or something crazy. I don't know.
There's gonna be a 2022 and then 2023, and surprise 2024, and maybe 2025 if like Godzilla doesn't come out of the ocean and kill us all. But anything's possible nowadays.
Yeah, you're right.
We got the superbug going around, pedophile island, like anything's possible. At the pedophile island, anything's possible. I know this is a Star Wars,
Should probably stop saying that, bro. They might off.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yo, you ain't wrong about that. I don't think I should probably say pedophile in my stream though. I'll probably get demonetized. But yeah, no, it's like world is crazy, man. That's why I just don't think that theaters. I don't know. Well, AMC getting that help is great and all, but I just don't think that most of them are gonna stick around, which is sad because like the theater I go to, Marquee Cinema, it's just like it's nice, but it's like a smaller chain. I think there's only like 10 of them in the country or something. And I don't see them ever reopening here. And I mean, I used to love going there. Man, I've been going there since I was 12. That's where I saw Revenge of the Sith. That's where I saw.
Do you think they're gonna close down because the C word won't let people in theaters, or because there just won't be production on enough movies for them to stay open?
Probably a mix of both. That and because I think even if they were allowed to stay open, there's a group of people that agree that they shouldn't be open and they're not going to go. And there's people that are probably shouldn't go because they are, maybe susceptible to getting sick and dying.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but it is what it is,
Yeah, that's true. It'll be even if theaters are, even if movies are getting in theaters again by let's say best case scenario summer this year. Yeah. Movie theaters are open again, movies are going in theaters again. There's still going to be not only a limited capacity in each theater, you're not going to be able to have full capacity, but also there's going to be a lot of people that are just terrified to go into movie theaters. So
27, I don't know how I feel about going to a movie theater right now. Like, because I don't even know how I feel about going to the theater right now. I'm 27. Like, I'm not really afraid of getting sick. I honestly don't want it.
Yeah.
I actually think I had it, but that's another story. But my dad, like, can't get him sick because he's like, his health is not as great, and if I got him sick, I just feel horrible. So
yeah, there's a lot of different directions to look at it from. It's not just about you getting sick; it's about not being selfish and getting other people sick. But
welcome to COVID-19, a podcast.
Oh, yeah. You said it, dude.
I can't say it again. That's ridiculous. We can't even say, man. YouTube, man. Welcome to C19, the podcast. But no, yeah, I don't see, like, they're saying, oh, Patty Jenkins Star Wars movies coming to. I'll believe it when I see it. Her Rogue One movie.
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna be, by the way?
Bro, I was very excited for it when I saw you see the teaser trailer that they put out.
Yeah, you can call that no trailer. Yeah, the teaser of her in jumpsuit and turns around.
And like, dude, so that came out before Wonder Woman 84 came out, and I really liked the first Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Dookie water.
I thought the first Wonder Woman was really good.
Doo-doo buns.
The first one or the second one?
No, we'll see. That's my thing. The first one was
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
I think it was fine. The best thing about it was Gal Gadot. But no, I just think it was, whatever, right? It wasn't bad. It wasn't fantastic in my opinion. It was just like, oh, it was a pretty good movie. But
I think I was just pleasantly surprised, and that's why I liked it so much.
yeah, I think that's kind of the thing about DC is it's like, oh, that wasn't bad. And everyone was like,
Pretty much, yeah.
But here's the thing, like you gotta do better than not bad when the MCU is out there killing it, my guy. They've been killing it since when? 2008? That's a long time to be behind. And that kind of reminds me, like I put out a poll on my channel, guys, and I'm sure some of you might have saw it about I'm considering making MCU videos. And like I think some people were commenting like you should only make them if you want to make them. And other people were like, man, I won't watch them. But I think the majority, it was like 60 something percent are saying they'll watch them. And I think like 30 something 9% saying they won't. Anyway, I don't know. Cause like I want to do it. It's just that I don't want to like separate my subscribers. And I also don't want to damage the all powerful YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Because I want to do a watch party for WandaVision. Let me know in the chat. If I did a watch party for WandaVision this Friday night, would you guys show up for that? It'd be like 3 a.m. though, so it'd be super late. But
I would show up.
Oh, you don't count, but thank you. You have to show up. I pay him to show up. No, it's like you do. I wish. But yeah, I just I'm concerned about her Star Wars movie, but we can get into that as we move into the main topic of the show.
What are your thoughts, real quick, on
what?
On the streaming stuff? Are you excited? Like, are you happy that they're going to streaming, or?
I don't know. Like, it's good and bad in my opinion. It's like what you were saying about it being long and drawn out is like can be a good and bad thing. Like you can tell really good stories because you can draw it out more. But you also could potentially, do more harm than good with that because then you're telling like this story that doesn't even need to be told. It's like this should have been wrapped up 2 seasons ago, and you're just making more because they're making you money, which is Hollywood in a nutshell. But I'm just saying, like, that's the thing I worry about is does this story need to be 6 seasons long, or would 3 movies have just been better?
Well, with people like Dave Filoni behind shows, are you really worried about him making shows too long? Like he's not the only one that's making shows,
right?
So that can happen. But if he were to take over all the shows,
I don't think that'll happen though, because I think maybe he'll be like the head of it all, but like he can't run, he can't make every show.
Yeah, just like executive produce. He doesn't have to like write and direct for every show.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I'd be glad. I support that. But I don't know. It's exciting, but like I was saying, like I will miss the theater. It's like I'm so split on it. It's like I'll miss the theater, but I'm not really comfortable with going to the theater right now. And it kind of is what it is. Nothing else you can really do about it. Unless you want to get the kung fu. So that thing will take you out, my guy. I just realized. Hold on. I just realized I called it the kung fu. That was not meant to be racial. I just meant like it'll kick you. Like that joint will kick you. I didn't even think about it because it's from China. I just realized how bad that probably sounded. That's not how I meant it at all. So I apologize. That was not meant to come across that way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. That's all I can say.
That Taika Waititi movie better come out in theaters. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think that's gonna be? You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic.
I know what it's gonna be, but I'll save it if you want.
Hold on. All right, our most anticipated movies and shows. All right, start with this. Is that your most anticipated movie?
That's my most anticipated movie, but not
not your most anticipated like show or like of like everything.
Yeah, it's got to be Kenobi.
Oh yes, you beautiful man. You okay? So tell me about this. I can't even say that man's name. Taika Waititi. What about this movie?
If you look at the logo, so if you're in the chat right now, Google the movie logo. The
There's a logo.
What'd you say?
It's a logo for it.
Yeah, they released it at the investor event.
Fake news. I haven't seen a logo.
Nah, dude, it's out. If you look at it, it looks like very prehistoric, right? Like Stone Age type.
What? Nah, there's not no logo. Chad,
Google it, dude.
I see through the lies of the Jedi. Is this true?
Everybody Google the logo. It looks very prehistoric, Stone Age type. I forget what the movie is called, but there was a movie that had a logo exactly like this. And it was like the origins of humans. Well, I think that logo is pretty obviously going to be the origin of something. And it's probably going to be the first Jedi, is what I would assume.
Really?
That's reading in a lot to a logo, I know. But it's such a unique logo. Like, it looks nothing like any other Star Wars movie logo at all.
Maybe it's like some Old Republic type stuff.
Could be, yeah.
Oh.
I think it's going to be very old, though. It's going to be
old. Old Greg said, "Oh, is this the dinosaurs thing on the storyboard?" Imagine dinosaur Jedi. I don't know, Greg. That would be pretty dope. I would actually pay money to see a dinosaur in Star Wars. I feel like, how did I miss this? Because literally, I was working that day, but I had the stream going, the Investors Day stream, because I wanted to see everything they were talking about, obviously, for Star Wars and Marvel. But I don't remember this logo. What's the shit? What's the movie called?
There's no title. It's just, I think it just says Star Wars, and like the logo just says Star Wars, but it looks like stones, and it looks like the logo is like carved out of stones.
Chandoshian Park. I like that. That's good. Oh man.
I wanted to make a video on it, but it would be like a 30-second video. It'd be like, look at this logo. This logo looks old. There you go. Yeah.
Make a 30-minute video about that. That's not as bad as some people. Hey, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but I was gonna make a tweet about it, but I didn't. I'll probably post it later. Man, people in my comment section, when I post stuff on Twitter, people probably be thinking, "Oh, they're getting to them," but it's not even that. It's just that it's so absurd to me. Some of the stuff people say, it really makes me laugh. But I have this dude, I made that video about Star Wars Explained. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like Alex, and I don't even know Alex, so maybe that's a hypocritical thing for me to say. But
you're on a first name basis, huh?
But I don't like him because of what I've heard about him and how he comes across to me, even though I haven't met him, right? Like, maybe if I meet the dude, I'll be like, "Oh, everyone's a liar." But if everyone's saying the same thing about you, it's usually got some kind of truth to it. Like, unless everybody's just conspiring against this man, and then he doesn't help his own case by the stuff I've seen. Dude comes on my video and he's like, "Oh, I don't even know what he said now. He was like, "You're just a hater or something." So you're a hater. I'm like, bro, I'm not a hater. I just don't like the man.
Yeah.
That's like if you offer me a piece of your food, I'm like, "I don't like that." "Oh, you hating on my sandwich, dog." I just don't like it. It ain't like I feel like you're a hater if you don't like somebody for no reason. I gave all my reasons why I don't like them in the video. So
yeah, if you just don't like someone because they're successful, you're a hater. But
yeah,
reasons, then you're not a hater.
I'm happy. I'm even for people I don't like, I can be happy that they have success. Good for him. It's good for Star Wars that this man is successful. It really is. And people enjoy his videos. That's good for him. Just not, for me. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I watch all his videos and I think he's awesome and great. Yeah. But if you do, cool.
Well, staying on that topic, do you respond? No, not Star Wars Explained.
Yeah, back to the matters at hand. I don't even know what made me think about that, but yeah, go ahead. What were you even saying?
I was just gonna say real quick. Well, I don't know. This is off topic, but do you respond to trolls in your comment section?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Well, it depends. It depends on what they said.
Dude, I respond to trolls all day, and people always tell me stop responding to these trolls. That's the best part of YouTube, dude. I love trolling the trolls. It's so funny getting them so mad.
Yeah, I paid a troll toll. That's from Sunny, by the way. I don't know if any of y'all watch Sunny. Yeah. A troll toll.
That show just got renewed for 6 more seasons or something crazy.
That's a big bet. I love that show.
But anyway, yeah, let's get back to the shows and movies.
Yeah. So I had no idea that was actually even a thing. Like I didn't know that I knew it was like being made, but I didn't know there was a logo for it. Which I mean, I guess really means nothing, but it means something if there's stones.
The thing
So
is, dude,
maybe.
it just says Star Wars. So if that is the official logo, they might add a title to it.
Well, yeah, it's
But
not going to.
what if it just says Star Wars though? What if the logo is just Star Wars and it's
That
just
would
the
be
very
a slap in
beginning?
the face to George Lucas.
I don't know if it would, dude. What if it's just the very beginning though?
I'm not good. I'm not cool with that.
Bro, I don't care. Tycho, dude.
You could call it the beginning. That's what he was. That was a working title for episode 1 for a while. And that's trash.
Whatever Taika does, whatever concept it is, he's gonna make it good. I promise you that.
But like, okay, I like him. I like him. Like as a person, he seems really cool and really funny. And I liked Thor Ragnarok to an extent. I think people hype it up a little too much. But I thought it was hilarious.
Dude, that's my favorite MCU movie.
Oh really? Well, I just thought it was hilarious. I don't know if it's my like. I don't know where I would rank it, but I thought it was funny. I just don't want that to be what he brings to Star Wars only because, like, I don't know if you know this, but like in the Mandalorian season 1, that episode, I don't know if he directed that one, but like that exchange between the stormtroopers and stuff, that was all him, which was hilarious. Some of them like funniest things I've ever seen in Star Wars. But I just I don't want like his movie to be just that, you know. Obviously, we'll have that though. It will have that obviously because it's him.
I don't think it's going to be just that though. He did direct that finale of season 1, and he had his little humor in the beginning, and then there really wasn't much humor in between. At the very end, he had Carl Weathers tell Baby Yoda to do the magic hand thing. Remember that part?
That's in my rap at the beginning.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like it was sprinkled in. His humor was sprinkled in perfectly, like here and there. I think it was perfect.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just a fanboy, dude. I just love Taika so much.
He just alleviated some of my fears right there. That's true. Yeah, every time I see him, he looks like he does some of the best drugs. He seems like he's on drugs all the time, but he seems like
he's just a happy dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems really cool. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I think though, most anticipated movie. Now, take this with a grain of sand, everyone. But I've heard this rumor. I'm going to make a video on it. But I heard this rumor that maybe you have too. Grogu is going to end up getting his own trilogy. And that's not actually official. It's not announced. But if that happens, big fella, let me tell you something. I will be ecstatic. You look like you thinking that's never going to happen. That's what your face looks like.
It's not even that. It's just what's so interesting about Grogu? He's just cute. That's it.
Oh nah. No, see, here's I don't want to go into everything I heard in the rumor, but this is what I see happening here. Let me adjust my mic so the good folks at home can hear me. So I feel like more than likely it won't be just like a little cute baby Grogu. I think it'll be because from what I've heard, it's like a jump ahead. It's like a after the sequel trilogy, so he would be older, and I think it would work perfectly because one thing we know about Star Wars is poetry. It's supposed to rhyme. So imagine him with his own Jedi order, or like training a new Jedi order.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it'd be cooler not even for them to have to show all like how he set it up. Just like have there be like more Jedi now and have him be like the Yoda of that, you know? And he doesn't even have to be like the main character, but having him like, you know, be in that and be crucial to the series, seeing him take over that role as, you know, basically the leader of the Jedi Order, I think that'd be super dope. Like, because it would feel Star Warsy in the fact that it rhymes, and it would also give the fans one of their favorite characters because we've all fallen in love with Baby Grogu, and yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I'll talk about it more in my video, but yeah, that is my most anticipated, even though it's not official, because none of the movies that have been announced really.
Well, we don't really know much about them.
Yeah, but Rogue One, I feel like, is there gonna be any Jedi in that? I doubt it.
Rogue Rogue Squadron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron. Yeah, that's what I meant. Rogue Squadron.
Uh
I doubt it.
I hate to break. Oh man, what I would think Ray's in it.
Nah, she better not be.
I think she's gonna be in it, dude.
Why does she need to be in? She ain't no fighter pilot.
It'll just be a little cameo or something.
Nope. Well, okay, a cameo is fine. I just don't want her to be a crucial part to the story.
No, she won't. It'll be a Rogue One type story for sure.
See, everyone's gonna like.
She's gonna get her hallway scene at the end.
Ray,
yeah,
a hallway scene, man. Her whole arc was a hallway scene because she's good at everything. She's just killing people the whole trilogy.
Yeah, it would be cool if she had a double bladed saber to see a hallway scene.
They should have been done that. That was wasted potential, my guy. That should have been happened. Like I was like, oh, I remember when I saw The Force Awakens, and I was like, oh, she's got the staff. I bet she's gonna have a double bladed lightsaber. It's gonna be so cool. And no.
Oh, I gotta mention something real quick. I don't want to like read too much into it, but they had this Lucasfilm insider guy who's verified on Twitter. I like the tweet. Wait, what?
He's verified. That's how you know he's serious.
Yeah, so he's verified on Twitter. I like the tweet so I can go back and look at it later and show everybody. But he tweeted something and it says, I wonder what Rian Johnson's going to be doing on December 17th, 2027.
2027? God.
What if the Rian Johnson trilogy is still happening and it comes out?
I don't think Disney is not. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke with the fans. They've heard enough. I don't think they'll do that. People will riot. Like, here's my thing. And people are probably going to cancel me for this. I don't think it's a terrible idea for him to make his own trilogy. Because I think the real problem with The Last Jedi, it's not that it doesn't work as a Star Wars film. It's just that it doesn't work for the characters in that movie. Like, it doesn't work for Luke. It doesn't work as a sequel to The Force Awakens. That's the real problem with it, is that it didn't respect the characters and it didn't respect what had just come before it. And it kind of just left us all like, what the heck was that after The Force Awakens? And why the heck did they do my boy Luke dirty? That's the real problem with The Last Jedi. In my opinion, if he's telling his own stories, I think he could probably do it. But that's just me, Someone just left the chat and it's probably like, this man over here talking about Rian Johnson can make Star Wars movies. Unsubscribe.
Hey man, I'm not too open about it, but I'm a Rian Johnson fan.
Oh, you one of those?
I'm a closeted Rian Johnson fan. Ryan Johnson. Look, I admit that The Last Jedi isn't some work of art, but the direction in it pretty good. The writing in it not so much.
God, they just. Like I said, it's not. People always said it's he doesn't understand Star Wars. Hey, well, that might have some truth. I don't think he understood the characters he was working with. Because if he did, he wouldn't do what he did. But if he made his own characters and and we don't know who they are, then we have nothing to compare them to and no reason to feel like, well, they would never do that because maybe they would do that. Yeah. My cat is now joined the podcast. She just jumped in my lap. Thank you. But
what show are you most excited about?
What show? Oh, it's got to be that Kenobi, baby. That Kenobi.
Right, since Kenobi's the easy answer, what's the second show?
Ooh, it's got to be a toss up between Ahsoka and Rangers, and I say that because Ahsoka because it's Ahsoka, and I feel like we're gonna finally get our answers to where's Ezra and more stuff with Thrawn, which I'm here for. Sign me up. Oh man, I moved my books. But anyway, I was about to hold up my my whole trilogy for Heir to the Empire. But yeah, I'm here for that. But Rangers, just because I don't know what that is. I mean, the title kind of tells us a little bit, but it's that could be so many things. There might be Jedi in that. There could be, who knows? Maybe we get more Gina.
I think we do.
If I've never had a crush on anyone, that's not true. I was saying I never had a crush on anyone in the Star Wars the galaxy, but that's not true because Padme. I was a kid, bro. Even now, Natalie Portman's gorgeous, but when I was a kid, especially back then when she was younger. Oh, now I was like 12, but still looking back at it, still I'm like, oh, Natalie, you're so beautiful. so, I just talked like one of the separatists right there. But yeah, no, not to get off topic because I could talk about Padme all day. I've yeah, I just feel like I want to see more of Gina Carano because I really, really like her character. I really think that people are giving her crap on Twitter right now, but it's a cool character, and I'm thinking she's gonna be in the show, maybe even be the lead of the show, which would be crazy. I'm here for it though.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just really curious about that show because we don't know anything. I mean, maybe Luke shows up, maybe freaking Ezra's in it. Who knows? Maybe he's a ranger. Who knows? Anything's possible.
You know how they kept showing that guy in the X-wing?
Yeah. The dude with the goatee.
Yeah, I always forget what his name is. He had gray hair.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is in the.
It was like Wolf, something Wolf or Wolf.
Trapper?
Trapper Wolf, is that it?
I thought that was Dave Filoni's character.
Oh, was it?
I think because he loves wolves, and I think that's what he named himself.
Okay. Well, the other guy, that's not Dave Filoni then.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
They kind of used him quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that he's gonna be in it. I've heard that he's gonna be in it. I don't know his name in real life. I feel bad because I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a little chubby, got the goatee. Yeah. So I'm excited to see where that show goes. Like Ahsoka, I feel like we know. Like I'm probably more excited for Ahsoka because I know I shouldn't say for a fact, but I'm like 95% sure that's dealing with the rebels and that's dealing with her finding Ezra.
Yeah.
Which, bruh. What's crazy though is like, does that mean that she has not seen him since Rebels? It's like, how long has it been? Or maybe it'll pick up like right after Rebels. Who knows? I guess.
Yeah. So Dave Filoni pretty much said, without saying it directly, he said that show is going to be before the Mandalorian. Before the Mandalorian meets Ahsoka is when that show is going to take place.
Yeah. So
pretty much right after Rebels, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And Joey Drank says, I love Ahsoka. I'm right there with you, Joey. She makes my heart warm. I am glad every time I see her character walk on screen, which is funny because I used to be like, I remember when Clone Wars first came out, like, who is this? Like, I think we all kind of were annoyed by her character at first, and she just became one of the best characters.
I have a little reservation about Ahsoka because I feel like Dave Filoni is really in love with her character, and rightfully so. He created the character with George, so it's probably like really close to his heart, and it's a good character.
Ahsoka, I dare you.
No, I'm not. No, it's a good character. Like 100%. I think they've handled her like great so far, even in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
No, but I am a little scared that they're going to use her too much because, especially in the Filoniverse, because Dave loves her so much. I'm really scared that he's just going to want to bring her into everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think too is someone who likes to write, I could see that being a problem. Is you get so attached to a character and you're just like, this is the best character ever, and other people could get tired of them. But I don't think the fans so far have not shown any type of Ahsoka fatigue.
No, because they've handled her well. I was scared about that in Mandalorian season 2 when those rumors started, and I was very pleasantly surprised with her role in season 2. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I'm very curious to go back and watch that season because I want to know, is it as good as it was when I was watching it, week by, 1 week, one episode a week at a time.
I think it's better. I think it's better to binge. Yeah.
Because some people were saying that, they were using too many, of these old characters and just bringing them in and just using that to get us all excited. But the show is really not that good. So I'm curious. I want to go back. I've seen like the first 5 episodes again since it all released. So I need to just sit down and finish it. I guess I only have 2 or 3 more, but I need to sit down and finish it and see how I really feel.
So how you feel about the filler episodes?
I don't think it's filler because, all right, let me break it down for a fraction. All right. Messed up my own little line. So the way I feel about like a lot of stuff that people say is filler is like, okay, think about last year with the prison escape. People are like, this was, I mean, it was cool, but it was filler. It's filler. It's not really filler because look where that storyline led us. It led us to, I mean, what's it called? Showed up again. Freaking Trapper Wolf and Dave Filoni and his friend. They showed up again. Also, we got to see, oh man, I can't think of Bill Burr's character's name right now.
Mayfeld.
Yeah, we got to see Mayfield again, right? So it all kind of led into something. It wasn't just if we didn't have those episodes in last season, Mayfield being introduced in this season wouldn't have been as entertaining. It would have been like, oh, this is filler. Just some new random character shows up and he's got to get him to Baby Yoda, get him to Grogu. So,
well, I think by filler. So, I don't think by filler we mean that nothing happens in the episode of significance at all. I honestly think that episode 6, the one you're talking about, the prison episode, was my favorite episode of season 1.
Yes, I love that episode.
Dude, Deborah Chow directed it, I'm pretty sure. And she's directing Kenobi. So
yes, I'm so excited about that, man.
Yeah. I can talk about Kenobi like all day, but
yeah.
I think it was filler. Not that like nothing of significance happens. It's the
Tell a
thing.
lie.
The problem with me is like we have 8 episodes, 30-minute episodes. Like, can something happen? Like something
that is a problem. The 30-minute episodes is a problem. I honestly, I get like the whole like, just tell the story you need to tell, and if it's 30 minutes of an hour, it's cool. But like, nah, I want to see an hour. But I think the real reason why they're making them shorter is because this show costs a lot of money to make. And they're like, bro, we ain't got no hour 30 minutes to give y'all. This production is costing us the big bucks. That's really why I think they're shorter.
But my thing is, let's make 8 episodes, 30-minute episodes. But let's have something happen in those episodes. So like episode 2 of season 2 with the big spider.
Yeah. I do like that episode. The frog lady. And she got him. I get what you're saying. But who knows? Maybe Frog Lady returns in season 3, and we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Why she was around. I don't know. I doubt that happens. But I am down to see Frog Lady come back. I like Frog Lady. I low key wanted her to be in the crew to go get Grogu. I knew she wasn't gonna be, but when it started to get to that, like I think by episode 6. I think at the end of the Boba episode, I was like, oh, yeah, he got to get the crew together. And I was like, oh, Frog Lady. But, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. She's not a fighter.
The filler episodes, I feel like it's a small problem. It's like when a show is so good, you have to find, like, the little things that's wrong with it. Mm-hmm. And I love The Mandalorian. And honestly, I think the filler episodes are a problem. But then some of the filler episodes are some of my favorite episodes. Like the one that Carl Weathers directed when they went back to what's the planet called?
What are you talking about?
The one with Cara Dune and Carl Weathers' character.
I don't know, but go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that episode, I was like, nothing really happened in that episode other than he got his shit fixed.
That was my least favorite of the season.
Well, I liked it a lot. I thought the comedy
did happen. We saw little glimpses of like Snoke and stuff. Yeah. The Empire was doing that could potentially be huge.
Yeah,
we don't know where that's going.
That's true.
But yeah, not a lot happened. You're right.
But that was one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, one more thing that happened. Macaroons became canon. Macaroons became canon in that episode. Yeah. Now, yeah, it's one of your favorite episodes. You said
the only thing I don't like about it, I don't like that blue dude. The comedy with him is just not there. Like I don't like it.
Well, he's a scumbag, dude. Something's gonna happen with his character down the road. I feel like he's definitely gonna betray the characters. But I feel like they're kind of building him up for that. They don't want you to like him. I think he needs to be the person on screen. We're all like, bro, this dude. I think that's definitely.
I feel like I think there's 2 characters in The Mandalorian that I've seen, and I'm like maybe 3 that I'm like, yeah, they don't belong here. And that's Amy Sedaris' character, the one that fixes Mando's ship all the time on Tatooine.
Oh, I love her, man.
I
I
don't
love
like
her.
the character.
Nah, she's cool, dude. She's cool. Like
But
she didn't have anything useful to do in season 2, but season 1, I loved her. I loved her.
she's like a little bit over the top for me. I don't know. But
I get that. She does her acting is a little bit weird.
no,
But like,
that's who she is. Like she and I like her in other stuff. It just feels so out of place for me. I don't know why. It's
yeah,
just it's a nitpicky thing.
I could get that though. I could get that because I think when they first introduced her, I was like, but then she started saying some things like, "Oh, that was funny," and then the pit droids being there, I like that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like that whole aesthetic with her. But besides, what other characters that you don't like?
Well, the blue dude, we already went over that. But the other one, the episode 5 of season 1 to me, it's just it was like god awful. Like
oh, with they go to Tatooine to
yeah. And Dave Filoni directed that one, and I was like, oh no, like this is what this guy does direct. But he made a big comeback in season 2.
yeah,
But,
I think he just had to get his reins, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was his first live action direction. So, but anyway, in that episode, it just felt like they were walking around and they were just look, it's Tatooine, look, it's the cantina, and they were like, nothing's going on in this story, but they just want you to look at all this cool stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, the character I don't feel like belonged was the guy that Mando teamed up with in that episode.
Oh, you talking about the fake Han?
Yeah, yeah.
Was he sitting in Han's booth?
I don't know. Was he?
I think so. I think someone pointed that out in the video that he was sitting in Han's booth. I was like, oh yeah, that's a little too much.
Yeah,
that's a little too much. No. I think we were meant not to like him too, though. Like, especially because by the end of the show, you know, he turned on Mando. I don't think anyone liked him, and I think they didn't want you to like him. I don't know. I feel like every show needs characters that people don't like, which sounds weird, but like, I think it's actually a good thing. Like, I think the characters are written for you not to like them. Some of them, like, you just when they come on screen, you want to be like, man, I can't wait till Mando just gives that guy the goods. You know,
the thing is, like, when I say I don't like a character, I'm more talking about from like a filmmaking perspective, where I'm like, that character was either written bad or it's just a bad actor, and I don't feel like that guy's a bad actor. I felt like it was kind of the direction. His line, like, I don't want to get all nerdy, but it's like it felt like he was a Clone Wars character put into a live action show. That's what it felt like for me.
And Brendan Smith said, well, he's dead, so no, he doesn't belong. And that's the point. He was a poser. Yeah, that man was a poser. Didn't he have goggles?
Yeah. Dude, the sand will get in his eyes. I would wear goggles too.
Yeah, but I can't think of one character in Star Wars with goggles that was a good character.
Hey, they probably got sand in their eyes. So.
Think about actually, let's not get into Jacob Lloyd playing Anakin. I feel bad for that kid, but yeah, he had goggles, and see how that turned. But anyway, how do you feel about Mando season 3? So this is, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but in the chat, but apparently, Mando season 3 isn't coming until probably late 2022, which is over a year.
Well, did you see that they announced the filming date, the start date?
Yeah, April. So we're not gonna get it probably at least until summer 2022.
Oh,
and
I feel like it could be April 2022.
But why? I don't think they'll. Well, I guess you kind of want to get it out, but at the same time, I feel like they're gonna probably stick to their schedule because so far they've always gotten it out around October or late into the year. But I mean, I guess they don't have to do it that way. They can fit it around whatever schedule they have going.
Unless they maybe they wait until October, November, maybe late November or something, and they release 2 seasons back to back.
That'd be crazy. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
It might, dude.
Not gonna do that. Nah, don't give me hope. Don't do that.
But 2022 is so jam packed with shows already. Like I don't even know where they're gonna fit that in.
So what's coming in 2022? Like
I'm pretty sure Rangers, Ahsoka, and Kenobi.
All the same, yeah.
Andor's coming in 2022. Kenobi for sure, and I'm pretty sure either Ahsoka or Rangers is coming in 2022 too.
So I know we're getting Bad Batch this year, from what I've heard.
And
Boba, right? So we're just getting those 2.
Pretty sure, unless Visions maybe.
Oh yeah, no, we are getting Visions. So 3. We're getting 3 Star Wars. So we're getting 2 animations and 1 live action. Gotta wait all the way till December for more live action Star Wars. That's a long time. So that means, bruh, I can't imagine this year on YouTube has been nothing but drama because we haven't gotten any of the goods. We haven't gotten any of Dave Filoni's stuff. We're still waiting for Bad. I think Bad Batch is going to be amazing though. I'm gonna do live watch alongs for that. That's gonna be chef's kiss.
Hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Filoni and it's animation. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. A man can't do wrong with animation.
Well, Brendan says John said it would come out almost right after Boba in his GMA interview. Now, what John said was that the filming would start as soon as they're finished with Boba, so they don't have a release date. So even if they finish it right after Boba comes out, that doesn't mean they're just gonna release it as soon as Boba comes out. They're gonna spread it out to keep people subscribed to Disney Plus.
Yeah, definitely. So we are. See, here's the thing about Disney Plus, though. I mean, this is another reason why I kind of want to do Marvel content, just because it'll help spread out my content. Because we're only getting 2 Star Wars things this year that we know of, besides the books with the High Republic. But look how that's going. And yes, the news and drama gets views, but that's not all I want to talk about. I want to talk about stuff that I actually like that's going on, and I want to talk about the shows. I want to talk about the movies, and I love the MCU, and I want to talk about stuff I love, stuff I actually like. I don't want to just talk about how politics are making their way into Star Wars. But anyway, with Disney Plus, we are getting the Bad Batch. We have WandaVision right now, which I'm enjoying, but I think it's going to get really good in like the final episodes. I think it's going to be crazy. Like I think like the final 3 episodes of that show is going to be nice. It's going to be nuts. But we're getting that. We're getting Bad Batch. We're also getting Loki this year.
Really?
Yeah, that's coming this year. And we're getting Falcon Winter Soldier.
Dude, they're all coming out this year?
That's 3 Marvel shows this year, plus the 2 Star Wars shows. So Disney Plus about to be stacked. Yeah, Brendan Smith.
May?
I was surprised too. Yeah, May. We're getting Loki in May.
What?
I joined about to go stupid. So have you seen that trailer?
Yes, dude.
I know this is a Star Wars podcast, y'all. I'm sorry, but I do like Marvel stuff. Oh snap. Got so excited I kicked.
Dude, I'm so excited for Loki. I did not know that was coming out in May. That's crazy.
It's about to go down. I got so excited I moved my camera around. Yeah, so May, Loki. And then so it's looking like WandaVision we have right now. It's like there's not gonna be a month where there's not content because we've got WandaVision right now, and I don't think that ends until what are we in? We're in January, about to be in February. I don't think WandaVision ends till like March. And then I think we're getting I know we're getting Loki in May, but I feel like Bad Batch has got to come out sometime between now, like May and like December. It's got to.
Yeah.
And then
Vision's coming out in summer.
Oh yeah. And Visions. Oh, you think
they squeeze Bad Batch between WandaVision and Loki, or WandaVision and Loki?
I'm guessing Bad Batch is going to come out like 2 months, maybe like 2 months before we get Boba. So maybe like around October. And then that runs its course, and maybe like we have a week later we got Boba.
Man, how are they going to fit all this 2022 stuff in? That's going to be crazy.
Saying, bro. So it's about to get real juicy for the next few years. So that's why I'm like, man, I've got to cover this Marvel stuff. Not one, because I love it, and 2, because like I don't want to just be covering drama for the rest of the year until we get more Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, man, you got to think, imagine being a Star Wars channel in, let's say, 2018 when nothing came out.
that's tough.
Yeah.
It's real tough. That's hats off to people like Theory and even Star Wars Explained, I guess, who kept the boat afloat.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, Theory has such great content. I mean, you know, I'm sorry, I'm kind of a fanboy. He's the whole reason I started this channel, him and Josh. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm excited. I just, like I said, I'm a little bit worried that we're only getting like 2 projects that we know of. Well, 3 with Visions, but I feel like Visions is cool and everything, but I just don't really know what to expect. I don't know if it's gonna be like retellings or actual like new stuff, you know. So I don't know what to expect.
They said it was retelling, but I would be surprised if they didn't like give us some new stuff in there. I would be surprised.
Yeah, I made a video on it, and they said, now that you said that, they did say it would explore new characters. So Could be interesting.
They said that's gonna be. They said anime art style, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be anime. It's gonna be anime. But wait, did I ever tell you? I think I told you Kenobi is my most anticipated show.
Yeah.
Yes, yours as well. What are you? Is there anything that you're not like that crazy about?
So I don't mean to like plug my channel or anything, but I am making a video on Acolyte. I'm
Yeah.
getting kind of nervous about it. Honest, I think did we talk about this?
Not if I beat you to it. No.
No.
No, we didn't talk about Acolyte, I don't think really much at all. We did actually, we talked about a little bit on our last episode of this podcast, the first episode. But
Okay. Well,
hit me with it. What's going on?
I was like, when I watched the Disney Investor event and I saw what they said about Acolyte, I was like, that was like the show that I was most excited about.
Mhm.
But then I remembered back on May 4th when that rumors first came out, when it was like they announced the Taika Waititi thing, they announced the Leslie Headland thing, who is the one that's making Acolyte.
Right.
Whenever they announced it back then, all they said about it, well, they didn't really announce it. It was technically leaked, but we know that they announced it. But all they said back then was Leslie Headland was leading a female-centric show. And it's like, why lead with that? You have this like incredible story, like this incredible concept for a story, and it's like, why does it have to matter what gender is leading the show? Like, who cares? Lead with the story. Lead with the concept. Huh?
Them SJWs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's set in the High Republic or near the High Republic, whatever. It's getting me a little bit nervous, but I think that show is going to be like super underrated, and I think it might be like the next Mandalorian and like take over the internet if it's good, if it lives up to its potential.
You see my face? The face of a man that is not amused or enthused. I want to be excited for that show, but at this point, because of everything you just said, it is kind of my least anticipated. Just because I'm like, I don't know. It's not. Who's even directing it? Did they say who's directing, like, or who's show running it?
They'll probably do like a Mandalorian type thing where they're like just have direction.
But it's not Dave or John's baby, so
no, it's Leslie Headland. I think she's writing the whole thing.
I don't know what that is.
She made Russian Doll. You ever seen Russian Doll?
I have not.
Me either.
Yeah, you said it like you had seen it too.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, Brendan Smith says I fear it won't be. I guess he's saying I fear it won't be good. But as we know, the Force is female, so yeah.
Hey, shout out to Easton. He said I came here from Justin's channel. I just subbed to you. I'm sure you guys will both become famous soon.
Oh, I'm sure we won't, but thank you, Easton.
Hey,
no, I appreciate you, Easton. Thank you for that, my guy.
Yeah, thanks for the support, bro.
Yeah, it means a lot. It really does. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it. I just hope that whatever they do with the High Republic stuff going forward, they don't focus so much on politics. That's all I care about. Like, and that's whether, it's something you agree with politically or don't agree with. I just feel like it shouldn't be on Star Wars, even if it's
something. I'm saying, dude. Like I've always said, like the fact that it's a female lead doesn't bother me at all. Like I think that's
sexist, honestly.
No, like I really don't care. Like I just don't. The thing is, I just don't care. Like I don't want them to lead with it's a male centric show. No, I don't want to know that. I just want to know the concept of the story. And when you have a concept that's that cool and you lead with female centric, it just rubs me the wrong way. And it makes me like really worried about the show. But other than that, if I were to say a show that I'm least excited about, I don't know why, but it's Rangers. I don't know why.
Really?
Because I feel like Cara Dune is kind of like a character that's a very, very good side character.
Say something bad about Cara Dune. I dare you.
Nah, it's like I just don't know if she could be the main protagonist of a show.
I don't think she will be. I said that, I know, but I say a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think she will be. I think she'll be in it.
But before the Mandalorian season 1 came out, I had this fear that we would have no Jedi and like no Force in it at all. And like at the end of the day, yes, we like watching Star Wars stories outside of Jedi and outside of the Force, but we do watch Star Wars because of Jedi, because of lightsabers and the Force and stuff like that. So to have a whole Star Wars story be told without that stuff, it makes me a little bit worried.
I think they'll bring Jedi into it.
Yeah, if they do, then I think it's gonna be great.
It was I think George did this originally, but I think Dave also did as well, that Star Wars is about the Jedi, and I think Dave gets that. He knows that that's what Star Wars should be about, and that's what it is about. So I don't see him making a whole entire show that has nothing to do with the Jedi, because him and John are working on it together, and them being the fans that they are, let's just be honest, the fanboys that they are, I honestly doubt they make an entire show with no Jedi in it. They're gonna have Jedi.
There's so many people out there that want that though. Like they got so mad when the Force got brought into the Mandalorian, and I'm just like, I hate being a gatekeeper, but it's if you don't want the Force and Jedi and Star Wars, then do you really like Star Wars or do you just like TV shows? Like,
yeah, no, you're right. Like, I mean, that is Star Wars. Like, that's what sets it apart.
Do you remember Mark Fernandez used to go on Star Wars Theory podcast when they had Rule of Two back in the day?
Yeah.
So he had this old show called Rule of Two with this guy named Mark Riley, and that was like my favorite Star Wars podcast of all time. Anyway,
no.
Other than this one,
Lost Jedi,
yeah, other than this one, but yeah, they described it perfectly to me, and they said that the Force is kind of like the Big Mac of McDonald's, and without the Big Mac, McDonald's just feels like empty, you know. And it's like if the Mandalorian didn't have the Big Mac, it would just be empty.
Bruh, that Big Mac ain't been hitting on nothing in a while. I get the analogy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, yeah, it would be weird to go. It's like going to Burger King. I don't know why you would go to Burger King, but if you did, it would be like there being a Whopper on the menu. Yeah. Like you go in there, let's get Whopper with cheese. Oh, we don't serve Whoppers no more. You know, speaking of that, I don't mean to make this the fast food podcast, but so I don't like KFC, which might sound crazy. A black man don't like KFC, but I don't like KFC, right? It's not for me. So, but the one thing I used to like there that was really good, besides the Twister wrap, I always go off of these tangents. Besides the Twister wrap, which if you don't know what a Twister wrap was, it was like a chicken wrap with like this ranch sauce in it. Chef's kiss. But I used to get that back in the day with some wedges. I don't even got no wedges no more. They got rid of the wedges. They got fried.
Burger King?
No. KFC. Have you ever had the wedges from KFC?
Bro, I've eaten KFC like twice in my entire life.
That's for the best. But I'm just saying, like the wedges though were like the one thing they had going for them. And they got rid of
made shoes.
Ooh, they made what?
KFC made shoes, and they got like a little chicken wing on the top of it, and it smells like chicken.
But KFC be wilding. They be wilding. Brandon Smith said, I saw BK now has tacos. I'm so grateful I live in Texas. I will never be so desperate for a taco that I have to go to Burger King. Yeah, no, yeah, that's disgusting.
KFC also made a Christmas movie. I don't know if you know that.
What?
Yeah. And they're also making a gaming console. So there's some real entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I heard about that gaming console. Is that real though? Do they actually make it?
I think they really are. I think it's an actual thing.
KFC be bugging, man. But hey, I guess you got to do something when your food is terrible. Something to keep yourself afloat. But anyway, not to make this the KFC podcast. We go off on tangents, but in my opinion, that's what makes this podcast what it is. All right, because yes, we talk about Star Wars, but we just having conversations, man, and it's centered around Star Wars. But they might get a little out the way sometimes. But that's just what you get when you get to the Lost Jedi podcast. We're lost. We're taking you along for the ride. But anyway, wow, that's pretty much everything I had in mind tonight. Unless you want to keep going, unless you have more stuff you want to add.
No, I mean I think that's about it.
Yeah. So chat, if you have any last comments, concerns, questions, let us know right now because we about to make like a ball and bounce. What song is this, by the way? It's crispy. I like it.
So it is. It's called Valley by Harris Heller.
Nah, I'll never listen to that. I just found out when you said the name, like, yeah, I'll never listen to that. Let's see. Bob Jansen says, do you think the Bad Batch will confront Darth Jar Jar?
100%, dude.
Oh, bruh. Yeah, I would be epic if they did. I don't know if now that you say that, obviously I know it was a joke, but I might actually love that if they ever did that. But no one could take that serious.
This might be a dumb question, but is Dave Filoni behind Bad Batch?
Yeah. Unless I'm completely wrong.
Jar Jar is very possible then.
G-Man Lewis said, when did you start your channel? I guess we can both answer this. I've had this channel since 2013, I want to say, just because I used to use it to watch YouTube. And I think I uploaded like maybe 1 or 2 gaming videos to this channel, like way back in that day, 2015. But I started this channel back in November of 2020, I want to say.
Yeah, I started mine right after The Rise of Skywalker came out.
Yeah.
Had a lot of friends that I had a lot of friends that don't know much about Star Wars, and I'm like the resident Star Wars nerd in my friend group. So they kept asking me questions, and I was like, you know what? I'll just make a YouTube video and explain everything in the video. And video kind of did pretty well. So I was like, might as well keep doing this.
Yeah. Do you remember how many views it got?
I think the very first one I posted was about Rey's yellow lightsaber. So I think, and it got like over 1,000 views.
Hey, for your first post, that's great, bro.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. Nerd Theorist says, I love that name, by the way. ABJ, if you ever need Marvel info, I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, man. I don't know if you're on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, look me up. Same username, Black Jedi. I always tell people if they want to talk to me about stuff, Twitter's the best place. Because I mean, you really can't message me here, obviously, on YouTube. But I do respond to my DMs on Twitter. So yeah, do that. And we'll talk, man. Definitely. I don't know if you do you make content? I don't know. Just message me on Twitter.
It looks like he does, dude. His branding's on point. So.
Yeah, the nerd. I like that name. D-Man Lewis said, you just inspired me to start uploading on my other channel regularly now. That's awesome. Yeah, I think consistency is key. That's the one thing I would tell anyone who wants to start doing this. Like, my videos are not like the greatest videos in the world. Like, there's still so many things I want to do and improve, but I feel like I'm at least consistent with them. I make a video. I try to make a video every other day, so I constantly do upload, and so I feel like that really is. I mean, you don't want your videos to be trash, but just be consistent, man. And
go ahead.
I was gonna say to be consistent and start. Like, I feel like what I did and what a lot of people do is be like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, or I don't know how to do this. Dude, just start, man. Start and take it from there. I'm actually gonna do a video about starting your own YouTube channel for Star Wars, because I noticed the only person I think has one up is Theory, and I mean he's the GOAT, so that's great. But like, I feel like I could offer more of that. I feel like people see him and it just feels like, oh, bro, he's got 2 million subs. Like, I'll never be that big. I'll never be able to get. I mean, it seems like impossible. It's not, but it just seems that way, right? And so I feel like me having like 4,000, it seems a little bit more attainable, and I did it kind of quickly, so people might be like, okay, well, what did he do? Because he's got a little bit going for him. So
everyone needs to know that ABJ's channel is kind of an anomaly. Most people don't grow that fast. So
that is true. I mean, I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I feel like I would have grown faster if my content was better. I don't think my content is terrible or anything. Like, don't get me wrong. I know the creator of content always usually feels like it's never good enough. Yeah. I just feel like, for instance, when I started growing the most is when I started talking about the whole Theory situation that happened with Pablo Hidalgo. And those videos, I thought they would do okay, but they blew up. Like those are the most viewed videos I've ever had. And I had people like commenting saying, "Oh man, like I came from this video, but I'm staying for the channel." But like at that time, my videos weren't like old videos. Like catalog was kind of
Yeah.
not the best. So if I had like a better catalog, man, when I made those videos, I'd probably be at like 10K right now.
Yeah,
But
I would say that's a great way to go about your channel when you're first starting is like build up your catalog for your viral video. Like don't focus on making every video viral. Just make quality and get prepared for your video to go viral in the future.
yeah, yeah, and we should collab. I'm gonna do a video about it, but we should definitely collab as well. Maybe do like a whole live stream about it.
Yeah, I would be down, dude. I love helping people out.
Yeah, why don't we do that next week? We'll just talk about that'll be like the main topic is how to grow your YouTube channel.
Yeah, dude. That'd be cool.
I'll expound on what I couldn't talk because I probably will do a video about this week and we'll just expound on it more than
Yeah, and also going back to that theory video, I still watch that video like all the time for motivation. Like the way he talks about how much like how hard he grinded to become like where he is today is like it's so inspiring to me. Like I watch it all the time.
Yeah, honestly, bro, there's been so many times where like I know people's here they're like, "Oh, you work for Ubisoft, you're living the dream." And I'm not saying I don't like my job, but it's not what I want to do with my life. I mean, what I'm passionate about is making videos and creating my own content. And that's what I want to do. I want to talk about Star Wars and hopefully Marvel on the internet. And I'm not saying I want to be the richest dude from it. As long as I can take care of myself, like as long as I'm like able to pay my rent and buy groceries and not have the power turned off because I kind of need power to make videos. That's all I care about. And being able to give a little bit back would be nice. That's all I care about.
100%. A huge goal of mine is like get big enough to do charity streams. Like I want to do that so bad, dude. I would love it.
That'd be awesome. Someone was like in the comments the other day, they were like, dude, you gotta get on the who was it? They said theory, but there was someone else they said too. Yeah, I mean that might be a little easier, but like they were mentioning some people like, bruh, I ain't got those kind of connections, my guy. I mean, it would be great to be on a stream with Theory, but honestly, I feel like he's like up here and like you can't see my hand because that's how low I am compared to him. Not saying like on sub level, I'm just saying like on level of content and just on just greatness.
I don't know if it's one of the perspectives is skewed because I don't know if it's us thinking that we're too small and like not good enough to collab with those people, or if it's just the viewers that think that we are, and like because we have a couple thousand. Because like someone like I was streaming, I'm not trying to plug my channel or nothing, but I was streaming the other day and like Echo Base came in and I was like, I'm like super grateful for that. But then someone was like, yo, you need to get Echo Base and Star Wars Theory on your channel. I'm like, dude, it's like not that easy, man.
Yeah, you're making it seem like, it's just a phone call away.
Yeah, let me call up Star Wars Theory real quick.
Hey, speaking of a phone call away, so I can tell you guys this. I am actually trying to I was able to get Live the Jedi early, but not because Lucasfilm sent it to me. I will not reveal how I got it early. I didn't steal it. I didn't steal it. I will say that. But I was able to get it early. And so I told you about this, Justin, behind the scenes. I was got in communication with a Lucasfilm PR person that works in publishing. And I was surprised. I didn't think she was going to respond because one, who am I? But she responded and she was like, she gave me her Disney email and she was like, yeah, I'll get you on the list, but of, people we send products to. But then she was like, Lucasfilm has to approve you. So, it could take a few weeks and it could take a few years.
Bro, so I'm just thinking about me like, oh my god, me trying to apply for that and like Lucasfilm going and reviewing my channel, it would not go well. It would not go well.
They're not going to approve me, bro. There's no way I get approved because like some of my thumbnails, like here's my thing. I'll be completely honest. I'm going to be completely honest about this in the video I do about it too. Like I know for a fact, like in my videos, like I always make the thumbnail and title like seem more outrageous, like It's about what I'm talking about, but I put it in all caps because I want you to notice it when you're scrolling by. You know, I don't think it's wrong to want to get views on your video that you worked hard on. And it is about what I'm talking about. But in my videos, I'm always way more like chill about the situation than like maybe how the thumbnail seems. But that's just a part of like making a video. You want to catch people's eye and you want to get them to click. You're not clickbaiting, you're just making it appealing and something that catches your eye. But how I am on camera, I feel like I haven't been like some channels that just like attack and degrade. Like I'm just saying how I feel about it and stuff if I don't think something is right. But from what I've heard, sometimes even that's not good for Lucasfilm. They're like, well, if you don't like how if you don't fit exactly how they think you should be, then you're not getting anything from them. So
I feel like most of the time, if you don't praise them,
yeah,
like,
right.
you don't get anything.
Like I gave The Light of the Jedi a good review because I do like sincerely think it was a decent book. I think there's problems with it. I thought it was really good when I first read it, and thinking back on it now, I do still think it's good. I just have more problems with it than when I first read it. You know how that is with Star Wars. You
Yeah.
see it the first time, read it for the first time. Oh, it was great, and then you're kind of like, that was kind of
Yeah.
So I gave that a good review, and I don't know if she saw the video. I sent it to her, and she responded back. I know she saw the video, but hopefully that's the one she clicked on. Hopefully she doesn't look at it. But they got to review the channel, so I'm sure they're going to look at like, this man's talking about Kathleen Kennedy should be fired. No, how about we fire you, ABJ? So I doubt I get the. I don't know. I doubt I get it. Black Jedi say, you mean y'all don't have a super secret club? Is he referring to like Theory and all them? No, I'm afraid not. It would be cool. I would, even if it meant never being on his channel, I would love to just be in a group chat.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be great. You know, I'd be the token black guy for sure. Yeah, but who knows, man? I try to stay positive about this thing. It's no secret that I am a Theory fanboy, and one day it is my dream to work with him, collab with him on something. I really want to collab on him with like a giving back video, like the video I'm planning with this giveaway to fans. I would love to do something like that with them, especially when COVID is over, just in public, like asking questions, giving out money, making it rain, giving away Lego sets to little kids, giving people like Star Wars, like pulling up with like a bunch of Black Series stuff in a bag and having people pick. I mean, just really cool stuff like that, man.
Yeah, dude. Whether or not it's with Star Wars Theory in them, I would love to do charity streams. Like every time they do charity streams, I donate. Like I make it a point to donate because I can't donate like a crazy amount. I'm not rich, but I just like I give it like as much as I can. But yeah, I don't understand the whole acting too cool thing. Like whenever I made the video and I like thanked Star Wars Theory for commenting on my video, and I was like, I got so many comments and I was like, dude, you're fanboying hard. Like this is a bad look. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna act like I'm too cool. Like my inspiration commented on my video and said subscribe.
Yeah, that's
like,
a big.
It's a huge that's a huge deal for me. Like that's the best thing that's happened to me on YouTube so far. Like I don't care. Like that means way more to me than videos with crazy amounts of views. Like I don't care. Like Star Wars Theory comment on my video, I'm gonna make a big deal about it. Like I'm not gonna act like I'm too cool for that. I don't care.
Show me that. I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key just like, man, I wish she had seen my video too. No, that's really dope.
I'm not too cool for that, so I'm not gonna act like I am. Like I freaked out when I saw it.
I mean, like, I'm not holding him up there with as big as George Lucas, but like it would be like if I met someone like, if you met George, I'm sure you would. I mean, you're just gonna act like, oh, George Lucas commented on my video. It's no big deal. Like if you look up to George Lucas, which if you like Star Wars, you probably do, it's a big deal. It's cool. It's just cool if someone appreciates you. Or didn't he say he subbed? He said subbed.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did, but if he did, that's awesome. You know?
I really don't care if he did it or not, dude. You commented on my video.
So yeah, people are stupid, man. They just try, and I think a lot of it's sometimes jealousy too. Easton said, are these streams going to be every Tuesday night or are they just random days? Yeah, they're going to be every Tuesday, man. As long as I'm living and breathing and able, and my puppy's not giving me too hard of a time, they are definitely going to be Tuesday nights. So yeah, kick back and relax, maybe grab some popcorn, maybe a little bit of some Bantha blue milk. Jump on into the stream every Tuesday. Yeah. Hold on. Cody.
We plan on talking about that thing.
What? Oh yeah. As soon as I answer this, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Cody Strandberg. He said, I tried getting my sister to donate to you. Alas, she's unemployed. So I asked her for a rain check. Got you, bro. Oh no, bro. Look. I've been telling people because I've had people commenting saying stuff like, oh man, I would donate to the stream or I would donate to your video if I could. And like I get it. Part of the reason why I want to do the video is because I know people are struggling, So I totally get it. You don't have to apologize at all, man. It's all good. Just you being here is like enough support. Trust me, bro. And if you can give $1, if you can't give $1, bro, don't worry about it. I think that was everything. Super chat.
I think super chats are turned off. I just checked when I saw that. I think they might be turned off.
They're turned off?
Yeah.
What happened, Bono? Is that Bono Cat? Did you try and send one and you couldn't?
I don't even see an option to send one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have to like enable it on the stream?
No, it's in the YouTube settings.
Let me check. All right, you entertain the good people want to check. And yeah, we do have to talk about that one thing before we get out of here. I'm glad you mentioned.
Nobody leave because they got something kind of exciting and we're going to talk about it a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
Yeah, don't get too excited. I mean, it's exciting, but like
it's exciting for me anyway. Y'all might not care at all. But yeah.
I think they'll care. They'll care.
Dylan said, shout out to Dylan. That was my cousin. He took my computer. So your cousin is the one that bullied me. All right, dude.
All right, yo. All right, guys. Your man almost made me like make my mic fall off the stand. Hold on. Yo. All right, so I'm gonna go check and they were off last week too. That's so weird.
I might have to help you turn them on if you can't figure it out.
I'm turn it on right now, bro. Not because I'm like, I want to take y'all's cash. I'm just saying, like, I want to know what's wrong with this thing. Because I could have swore I had it on.
Oh no. So I think people might have got confused and thought that George Lucas commented on one of our videos. No, he was just making an example. If somebody named George Lucas commented on my video, you think I would believe that that's George Lucas? I would just be like, yeah, that's just another internet troll. But yeah, if I ever met George Lucas, I'd probably be shaking. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be crazy. Let's see. We'll read some more chats. Also, if anybody has any questions to ask before we end the stream, which we're not about to end it, we're going to talk about some more stuff in a second. But if you do want to ask any more questions about Star Wars or about anything, make sure you put them in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about getting. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not going to worry about getting the super chats set up. We'll just get it for another time.
Okay.
If you guys have questions that you want to ask, just ask them. I'll pop them up on screen. If you do want to donate, I would say go and donate to the GoFundMe for the video I'm doing, giving away money to fans. Because I'm going to make a whole video about that, and it's going to be really cool. And I think we're at 235 or something like that.
Where can they find the link for that? Is it in the description?
It is not in this description, but I'll pop up into the stream real quick. So if you were, for whatever reason, wanting to send a super chat like badly or wanted to, then you can do it this way. Because I'd rather do it that way anyway, because I want to get that video done. I'm hoping to get it done for the 5,000 subscriber special, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
And plus, super chats, YouTube takes 50%. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, good job, YouTube. But I mean, I get that. I mean, they gotta make their money, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't have enough.
Cody says, wait, no, not Cody. Brendan says, did you already talk about the most recent KOTOR rumors? Yeah, we talked about that in the very beginning. So if you wanna hear what we had to say, you You can go rewind the stream or wait till after, watch the replay or whatever. But pretty much summary, we're pretty excited about it. I don't know much about KOTOR in general, but I'm pretty excited. Whether or not they remake it or make a new game, I'll be excited regardless.
Star Wars Vortex says, "What is your opinion on Qui-Gon Jinn?" I'll let you go with that first.
I think he is maybe the only true Jedi of the prequel era. Well, I mean, I guess they all are technically Jedi, but I think he's the only one that really lets the Force like guide him. All the rest of them are trying too much to like control the Force instead of it being the other way around. I think,
Right.
and you know, obviously, if Qui-Gon was the one to train Anakin, Anakin would have been a good guy the whole time instead of going through and massacring a whole bunch of people and then becoming the good guy after.
All right, so if anyone wants to donate, I just popped the GoFundMe link into the chat to the stream, even though I don't think you're going to be able to click on it. That sucks. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to just click on it, which is dumb.
Did you put it on Twitter?
Yeah, it is on Twitter. If you have Twitter, go check me out on Twitter. I think it's should be my pinned tweet. I think. So you can check it out there.
Somebody said Mace Windu balances his light and dark. Is he not also like Qui-Gon? Well, even though he balances the light and the dark, he still tries to control the Force. Like all the Jedi of the prequel era, especially like after Qui-Gon's death, are like they're very non-Jedi like. They're very like they really are very controlling over the Force. And the Jedi are supposed to let the Force guide them and trust in the Force and literally just let the Force guide them and make all their decisions based off what the Force wants. And what the Jedi try to do is just they try to control the Force. I keep saying that over and over, but that's what it is.
Very dogmatic in their views, and they lost their way. It became more about the politics. It became more about rules and less about what was good for people and what the true, in my opinion, the true nature of the Force was all about. What the Jedi should have really been about. So that's my thing. That is one thing I like about the High Republic so far is these. I feel like they're going to show like these were like what the Jedi were supposed to have been like, but I could be completely wrong because I'm only one book in. Maybe they completely ruined that, but that's how I felt from reading the first one. Someone said in the chat, I'm trying to find it. They said, "Did you ever notice in the prequels people get kicked in the face?"
Yeah, see it was Bob Jansen.
Where is? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I have not noticed that.
It's not too far back. It's like
I heard it. Yeah. Wait. What do you mean, Bob? When did people get really kicked in the face?
Yeah, I can't remember at any time.
I think doesn't Obi get kicked in the face in episode 3 by Anakin? Maybe.
I'm thinking, does Darth Maul get kicked in the face in episode 1?
Yeah.
Wait,
stay away from those fights. If Starkiller was canon, would you nerf him? Yeah, probably.
You have to.
Yeah, man, it's redonkulous, bro. Mace Windu was the embodiment of everything that was wrong with the prequel Jedi. Yeah, he was bald. Oh yeah, no. I feel like I'm gonna make a video, not on Mace. It's actually gonna be about Obi-Wan, but I'm gonna make a video how. Am I freezing?
Oh no, dude!
My freezing isn't happening again, dude. I think when we go past 2 hours, my camera's like, bruh.
What do you want to hurry up and talk about? What we got to talk about?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So very quick, while I'm still unfrozen, Justin, why don't you go ahead and tell them about a little bit of project that we're thinking about doing?
All right, so I don't really talk about it much, and I don't think ABJ talks about it too much either. But ABJ, I'm not sure. You might have talked about this, but he likes to write, and I'm also in film school, and I like to direct things. I've never directed like a feature length film or anything like that. All just like short films and stuff like that. And I do, music videos, that type of stuff. But we also both love Star Wars, obviously. So what we're thinking about doing is making a fan film. Because for me, when I started my channel, obviously Star Wars theory was a main inspiration. And even back when I started my channel, and still to this day, my goal in life is to be a director of feature films. So what I always wanted to do was use YouTube to kind of catapult me into being a director. And I wanted to make fan films because I love Star Wars. So we're thinking about collabing on a fan film. We kind of been talking about some concepts for it. I don't know if we want to talk about that or not. Kind of keep that close to our chest. But we've been talking about concepts a pretty decent amount. And we wanted to know if you guys would be interested in seeing a fan film made by us, a Star Wars fan film, obviously.
I do want to tell them, I'm not going to tell them the plot or anything. I'm not going to tell them all that. I just want to tell them that it is after Revenge of the Sith. It takes place in that era between that and I don't know if we decided if it's going to be before Rogue One. I think it should be though, but I guess we can talk about that more off screen. But
yeah,
definitely will be Jedi stuff. I can guarantee that, and maybe even some iconic characters. It will be mostly though about characters that we create, come up with. But we have we actually decided if we're gonna put that one iconic character in there, or are we kind of
I think we'll probably put him in because it's hard
not
to
be in there.
Yeah. But it'd probably be a limited. I don't know. But look, we got to make new characters because it's very hard, as we saw with the sequel trilogy, to bring back characters and then please people with the way that you put them into like the new content.
Yeah.
Also, we're creatives. We want to like create things instead of just stealing or borrowing other people's creations. No, but like, yeah, like we're gonna make original stories, but we're also gonna make it feel like Star Wars. We're gonna bring in the stuff that makes it feel like Star Wars.
Yeah, we yes. I hope we didn't say the last yes like that. But yeah, I don't know, man, guys, we're probably getting a little bit ahead of ourselves because it'll probably be a while before this happens. One, because this is we're gonna have to crowdfund this if Lucasfilm allows us to. Because remember they won't,
but they don't have to know.
Yeah, we got to figure that part out.
My bad. I forgot you're trying to get books early. Lucasfilm, we're not crowdfunding anything.
Yeah, no. Even if you see it on our YouTube and social media, it's just see through the lies of the Jedi. It's not real. We got to figure that part out. But I don't see how we're going to do it without crowdfunding it. If Lucasfilm tells us we can't, and that they will strike our channels and stuff, I guess.
I mean, look, the rule is you can't crowdfund fan films, but pretty much every single fan film that's been made has been crowdfunded.
Yeah, I feel like they did my boy Theory dirty with that for sure.
Yeah, because Theory goes wrong because he tries to do the right thing, and like most people don't reach out. Most people don't ask for permission, but he went out for permission and got denied. So
it's better to what's the saying?
Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah. So Lucasfilm, I hope you won't see this stream. They won't, unless they review my channel like they said they will. But I don't think.
Worst case,
watch a 2-hour stream.
Right, dude. They're not watching this.
They're gonna be reviewing it like 2 hours. Nah. Just mark that. Just check that one. Check that was good. Yeah.
Yo, Brendan makes a good point. Look what he just said.
Brendan, a black Jedi. You aren't crowdfunding a fan film. You're crowdfunding for equipment. That is, I mean, kind of true. It's from a certain point of view. Yeah. So it'll be fun. I don't want to tell you guys the story because I want to, but I don't.
Because for one, we want it to be a surprise, and for two, it might change.
Yeah, we haven't like written the script. It's just the idea, and we're excited about it. And dudes, it's probably gonna take us a while to get it made, so don't get too hyped. Just know that it is in the process. Yeah.
And y'all are the first people to find out, so congratulations.
Yeah. Live. Brendan, no spoilers. Or make it members only. Wait, make what? Make what? I'll go through Patreon. Yeah, I could do that.
Dude, we could do it.
All right. And you know what? I love this stream so much that I don't really want to end it, but I don't know if we have anything else to talk about at this point.
Dude, we could just sit here and read the chat forever, but I don't know.
Yeah, what do you guys think? You guys, or should we keep going or end it? What's going on? How are y'all guys feeling? Are you ready to just move on? You ready to move along, as a stormtrooper would say?
And also, if you have any questions.
Brendan's a sleepy boy. I have a beer. You have a beer to brew tomorrow. Interesting. I guess you work at a brewery. Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble for being late or sleepy on the job. Fall into a vat of beer. I don't even know. I don't know how brewing is done. Me just joining at the end, sad face. What's up, Rob? Well, that's the question. We're asking people do they want us to keep going or not. But don't be too sad, Rob, because we will this will have a playback. It'll probably take it a few hours because it's a 2-hour stream and YouTube takes like a week and a half a day to process 2 hours.
I hate Dylan, dude. I hate Dylan.
Star Wars here. Dylan. Oh man, you're in
Star Wars theory though.
Dylan's an idiot. Star Wars.
That look like Star Wars theory, so it's Star Wars theory.
I didn't say all that. Man, you can. I'll let you say that if you want. D-Man Lewis said, "Keep going." To be honest. All right. So, what do you want to talk about? You want to? Well, let me ask you, Justin. You're the guest. What do you want to do?
I don't know, man. Talk about my camera never being in focus.
Use the force. This made me force choking his camera. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I say we just read the chat, and then if y'all want us to keep going, then leave us some topics to talk about, because we kind of talked about everything we were planning on talking about, but I'm down to keep talking if y'all want.
Yo, and also, if you don't follow us on Twitter, you should do that, because that is how you'll find out about these streams. That's also how you'll see the stuff like the GoFundMe if you want to help us get that. Well, I guess just me, since you're not really involved in it, but get that video made for the 5,000 subscriber special, giving away $1,000 to fans. And yeah, just because it would be cool if you guys follow us on Twitter. So a Black Jedi, and what is yours? Justin is lost, right?
Yes, Justin is lost, but the O is a 0 and lost.
Yeah, that always gets me when I tag you and stuff. I'm like, oh no,
it's really annoying. I got to change it.
Yeah, because Twitter is dumb, because it doesn't even auto correct it. Like, you know how usually it'll give you the list of people. Yeah. I have to put the 0 to get you. It's
it's really stupid. I got to change it.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's up to you.
I don't
want to pressure you. You thinking of doing live action or animated? We were thinking live action. Animation is cool. I do like animation, but I was thinking we were thinking live action, yeah. More likely.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, live action is tough right now because the C word. But hopefully by the time we're finished and ready to film it, then we'll be all good. Hopefully.
Kieran Lawrence. Oh, she's over there writing scripts, man. We got to hire her. I wrote one script that had R. Singh and Django hired by Sidious to kill some Force sensitives. That dropped out of the Jedi Order shortly before Attack of the Clones. That's pretty cool. That is something I would read or watch. I will Karen, I'm all for that. If that ever gets made, do it. As Palpatine, as Papa Palps would say, do it.
Yeah, that sounds cool, dude.
Cody says, alas, I've lived my entire life without a single Twitter account. Y'all might be the only friggin' reason I make my first account. I was kind of hoping I'd die. Hey, man, you don't have to follow me on Twitter, bro. I get it. Twitter can be a very toxic place. That's why.
Oh, no, ABJ. You're about to get canceled.
For saying Twitter can be toxic?
No, because you called Kieran a her, and it's a him, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kieran.
You're canceled. It's over.
I can't see the profile pic. I just heard Kieran, and I apologize. I shouldn't have disassociated that with a girl.
Unacceptable.
But yeah, I should have known that because I was looking at my demographics and like I think only 20% of my subs are women. I think the other 80% are men.
I mean, that's a pretty big amount.
Really?
Honestly, for a Star Wars channel.
I guess. I don't see. I don't know. I don't go be going crazy in my analytics. I should. I check them, but I don't like. I don't study them. You know.
I'm pretty sure mine's less than 20%. I know that for sure.
I could be wrong. Maybe it is less than 20%. I believe that's what it said. Yeah. I apologize, Karen. Yeah. Totally optional. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, you can. I'm also on Instagram at a Black Jedi. Same name. I don't post there as much, but I am there. And I do respond to DMs. And I hope I always respond to DMs, honestly, because like I feel like if my channel ever gets to a point where it's huge, which I try to stay positive, but I don't think I'll ever be as huge as some people are. But I do want to like kind of stay like grounded where like I communicate with my fans. Like I think it's dumb that like not dumb because I get some people just can't because they have so many incoming DMs and so many people send them stupid things. But I kind of always want to be like, if you message me, I will respond. It might take me a few days, but I will talk to you. Just don't be weird stuff. Don't be asking me, you know, for booty pics or something. We can talk Star Wars all day.
It does get a little difficult sometimes. Not with DMs, like we're not that big, but I've always said like I'll never like I've always thought it was crazy that people could get comments and not like respond to the comments until like kind of recently, and like there is sometimes just too many to respond to all of them, and it's like yes, I could just sit there and respond to comments all day and have plenty of time to respond to all of them, but I also like have stuff to do, so it's like obviously like if people DM me, then I'm gonna respond, but I can't respond to every comment. But I try to. Like I love talking to my people in the comments. I love it.
Yo, so let me ask you this, and I kind of want to get back to man, I'm so like are you kind of with me on the fact that like you want to say more about the fan film, but you don't at the same time?
Yeah,
like
because I don't want to hype it up too much.
You want to tell them the story, but you don't want to tell them the story? Like, because I'm really excited about it. And I kind of can we tell them this a little bit? Can we tell them like
yeah, go ahead, dude.
Sure.
Yeah.
It could change. It could change. Or do you guys want to know kind of like what we're working with here? Like, do you want to know kind of the idea that we had? No, we'll let the chat decide our fate.
I wouldn't tell them like character arcs or anything like that, but maybe just say like concept.
Yeah, like concept. We'll let the Senate decide our fate. Yomp. I guess that means yep. We got one. Yomp means yes. Yeah. Bob Jansen says that you guys ever be down to join the 501st Legion? They play the Imperial troops on. Oh yeah, of course. Except I wouldn't be good at that kind of stuff at all.
Dude, I mean,
not
craft. I would, but I'm pretty sure you got to buy your own suit and stuff, and that stuff's expensive.
Or make it.
And or make it, and I'm not good enough to make that stuff for sure.
Yeah, so. No, not at all. I know somebody who would be though, and if they made it for me, sure. But I feel like that's the whole thing about being in the 501st. It's like it's kind of like you're in the 501st, but you didn't, you know, even don't they usually make their stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they make it.
Part of it, you know. So I don't want to be a poser, but yeah, I do like the 501st, and I would love obviously to be in the show. The Senate says yeah. Is it just the two of you guys working on it? So far, I mean, as far as like story, and I guess Justin would be directing since he, you know, has the experience with film, and of course we would have to get like an actual crew, you know, hired, and we're not going to be I might do like a cameo and under a helmet, but I'm not going to be acting in it.
Yeah.
We got to hire actors, all that good
so
stuff.
It's not just going to be like us to make like we're gonna get some help. Like we can't just make a whole movie by ourselves.
Right. And I just want to say this just popped into my brain. I'm very random all over the place. I want to say that in this moment, what we have do we have 18 people in the chat? That's what it shows for me.
Yeah, it looks like it.
19. Okay, so 19 people. Like I'll go watch Nerd Theory or other live streams and I'll see like 8,000 or whatever they be having. They be having crazy numbers sometimes. And for anyone who's thinking about making a channel, don't let like numbers like that, I think, define how you feel about your content. Because like, dude, right now, I can tell you the feeling I get from having 19 people listening to me babble about Star Wars and the fan film that, me and my bud are trying to make is an amazing feeling. And like, even if it was only 10 of you here, not that I want 9 of you to leave,
Even
but
if it's one.
yeah, well, no, no, the one person is me in the chat. No, but no, yeah, like what Justin said, even just like 5, 10 people, one person, it's just a really good feeling that someone is there. And if you, I forgot who said they were gonna make it and that we inspired them to make their channel, but um, I've had other people mention that they were inspired to make their channel because of watching my channel, and it's just a great feeling, man. Because whether you got 10, 19, whatever, dude, it's an honor, really, that you guys rock with us. So,
And I'll say the main advice that I would give, if I can give one piece of advice to anyone starting a YouTube channel, is never be focused on results. I would say, and I always say the same thing when people ask me for advice, always set goals for yourself that aren't result oriented. So don't set goals for views or subscribers. I would set goals for either quality of content or just being consistent and posting a lot.
yeah, because one thing I've noticed is like if you're consistent and the quality of your content is good, then you eventually will have a breakthrough. And it might not be like, oh, I got 10,000 subs in a week or something crazy, but it'll be like, I was at maybe like, I think I had 1K, but I wasn't getting that many views or anything. And then all of a sudden I had a big video and like I was at 3K, right? And now my channel is kind of steadily getting more subs than it was every day. Um, and if my videos had been a little bit better quality, I'd probably be even at a bigger by now. So just focus on your quality, focus on having fun and being consistent, and you will like. I'm going to talk about a few more things in the video and the stream is like stuff like on the technical side where I think that'll help you, like on YouTube side with the algorithm. But those things are like really important. Side note, I am going to, I think, end this stream at 1 a.m. I think it's 12 to 2 a.m. for me where I'm at. So just to let you guys know. But yeah, okay. So did you have anything else you want to say about that, Justin, or you want to talk about who?
Well, I just wanted to say once again that ABJ's channel is an anomaly. Like people don't grow that fast normally. I did YouTube for I think about a year. I think almost a year exactly. And I had the day that my channel started to take off, I had 313 subscribers. And like I was just posting every single day and getting 20 views a video. Like nothing, like no views. But I was just posting. I wasn't worried about the views. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, 3 days I get like 1,000 subscribers. So it's like you gotta just stay consistent. And once again, you gotta build up your catalog for that big video.
D-Man says you inspire me to start uploading on my uploading channel. Yo Mama's Bacon Fresh. This is my watching channel. I have 2 videos that I've actually worked hard on, and one of them is complete trash, to be honest. Hey, if you I don't know if he's the one who said, I don't think you're the same guy. No. I don't think he's the same guy who said that he doesn't want to have Twitter. If you have Twitter, then follow me and send me your video. I'll check it out and I'll maybe like I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal and say I make great videos because there's a lot of stuff about my videos I want to change. But I'll definitely check it out at least and let you know what I think and if there is improve.
If you're not looking back at old videos and thinking that they're bad, then you're doing something wrong. So like I look at my old videos and I think they're bad, but I don't cringe over them or anything. I'm just happy of how far I've come. And I'm sure I'll look a year back, I'll look at the videos I'm making right now and think they're complete trash. And I hope that I do. I hope that I do.
Yeah, it's crazy because I went on Theory's channel like a little bit ago. And I went back to like his first video. And like, of course, it's his first video. And like he had like a cold and everything. And I didn't watch all the way through that joint. Like, I'm a Theory fanboy through and through. I was like, bro, this is garbage. No, but I said that to say this: like he has evolved as a content creator, and I think that's your point. Is like when you look back at your older stuff, you're probably gonna just be like, "Oh man, that wasn't too great," but you'll get better, man. It's just all about learning as you go.
And also, if you have questions about the algorithm or anything, the whole time when I was a small channel, I was like an algorithm junkie, like just watch videos all day about the YouTube algorithm. So if you got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm happy to help anybody about the algorithm.
Yeah, the mysterious YouTube algorithm. It's like the force. The more you learn about it, the more you realize you know nothing. Joey Drank, do you guys think the Andor series will be multiple seasons? And if so, where do you think it could go? Yeah, if it's good, it'll be multiple seasons. I don't see Disney in general though wasting money on I mean, I guess they could call it a limited series like they're doing with Obi-Wan. But I will be completely honest with you. If Obi-Wan does crazy numbers for them, Disney being Disney as a company, do not be shocked if they're like, bro, let's make let's make Obi-Wan too. Let's make
It sucks, man, because it's like out of all the shows, I would want that one to be the one that gets multiple seasons.
yeah, I would, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, nah, you don't mess up canon, bro. I don't like do too much with Obi, but yeah, I'm an Obi-Wan stan, so I'm always down for more Obi-Wan and Vader stuff. But I feel like if they do 2 seasons of Obi-Wan, they can't make it all about Vader because like you got to give room for that A New Hope line to make sense. Last time we met, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. All that kind of stuff. So I feel like they shouldn't do too much with that if they do it. But to answer your question, Frank Drank, I like that. Got bars. I don't know. I think it will probably be multiple seasons, and it will probably maybe show us just more of like all the stuff the rebellion had to go through. And I could see them potentially linking it to things that we can't even think of right now, like maybe even little things in Star Wars movies. That like, oh, that's why that happened in the original trilogy, or just like how they did with the Death Star. That's one thing I loved about Rogue One was like, oh, he built the flaw into the Death Star.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's cool. That was great. And it's such a little thing in a way, but it's a huge thing. It's a little big thing.
Yeah, I think that maybe I don't really think that there's a very high demand for the Andor show, especially like outside of like diehard fans.
Right.
They're seeing the numbers that the Mandalorian's putting up with people that aren't even Star Wars fans love the Mandalorian. Like literally, my aunt at Christmas asked me if I watched the Mandalorian. Never heard her mention anything about Star Wars in my entire life.
Yeah, my dad doesn't hate Star Wars or anything, but he saw the commercial and he was like, "Have you seen that?" Yeah.
But,
We
yeah,
were
like,
watching it like the day before. He's like, have you seen? It's like, Dad, we watched that. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying that the Disney seeing the numbers that the Mandalorian's putting up, and if they're expecting Andor to do the same, I think they're going to be greatly disappointed. And if they are expecting that, I don't think Andor is going to do very good in terms of numbers, like watch numbers. But so if they're basing it off that, I don't think there's going to be a season 2. But if they already have the story for a season 2, then yeah, there'll be a season 2.
I just think that Disney struck gold with the Mandalorian. The moment I knew they had gold is when I was there in the first season. I went and grabbed some food, and I was sitting at my table, and there was a couple next to me. And I wasn't like listening actively to them, but when you're around people and you just happen to hear things. And I heard Mandalorian, that kind of caught my attention. I'm like, oh, Mandalorian. And he was like just talking about how much he liked the show and how great it was, and like this is like the Star Wars he's been wanting. And his girlfriend was listening and everything, and she was like, "Yeah, I've been liking it too." And you could tell she wasn't into it, but that's when I knew, okay, that was the first time I can remember overhearing something about Star Wars in public and people were amped about it. I don't remember that with the sequel trilogy. I don't remember just like being in public and just hearing people being like, "Oh man, So yeah, I don't know about Cassian. I feel like they're gonna try to recapture what they did with the Mandalorian because they know they struck gold, And so if they're smart, they will look at what made that what makes that show good and
I don't
try.
really understand the Cassian thing. Like, what? Who was asking for an Andor show?
Nobody, I don't
I don't.
think.
I don't even believe that show's happening. It's unreal to me.
But that's the thing. Like that's what kind of makes me curious about it. It's like,
Yeah, because it's like,
what's the story being told here? Like I know I just have to know. Like it's because it could be great or it could just be like, why was this made?
my hope is like they must have a really good idea because no one's asking for this movie. So maybe they just have a super good idea and they're like, look, we know no one's asking for this, but they're gonna love it. So hopefully that's it.
Yeah, this is true. You never know. Let me answer some of this stuff. Bob Jansen, what is your thoughts on Lego Star Wars game? You're probably gonna shoot me for this, but I've never played one. I have I have played it, but like I never owned one. Just played them over at my friend's house and stuff. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I always preferred like realistic Star Wars games, like the actual characters, not Legos. But that's
I
just
love the
me.
Lego Star Wars games.
That's the thing too. I never was into Legos a lot as a kid, which is weird because I know most kids were. It's just my parents never really bought them for me, man. Probably because they didn't want to have to clean up the mess. Keep up amazing work. Stay safe and lit. If you're into staying lit. Good night. Good night, bro. Karen says, I would love to help you with your movie in any way I can. Yeah. We'll let you know more about that as it gets up to that, and we will tell you a little bit about the plot because we're gonna be here in a few minutes.
Hit us up on Twitter and maybe join. Never mind. Join my Discord, whatever, man.
Nah, you can shout your Discord if you want. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter, Karen, if you have a Twitter, my guy, and a Black Jedi. If you don't have a Twitter and you don't mind starting a Twitter, just start a Twitter and hit us up. Joey Drank said it's going to be hit or miss. Yeah, I agree. I think it could be hit or miss. Karen says I'm actually hyped for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I won't say I'm hyped. Like it's like that famous Django line, doesn't he say, "You had my interest, but now you have my curiosity." They have my interest. They just don't have my curiosity, really. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, anything Star Wars kind of has my interest, Anyway, but like,
did you see the set?
Yeah, that's cool, right?
Didn't it look like Tatooine?
I don't think it's Tatooine.
It looked like Tatooine.
It looks like too much red.
Yeah, maybe.
like
Please don't
red.
go to Tatooine. Please don't go to Tatooine. I'm so tired of Tatooine, man.
It looked like red dirt, so I don't think it's Tatooine.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Karen, be hyped for it, definitely. I mean, I'm not hyped, but I am interested. Do y'all own Lego sets? I don't. I just explained that I've never been a Lego. You don't? Oh, what a bum. Wow, guys. He's not a real Star Wars fan.
It's so much work, man. You gotta put them together. It takes hours.
I love how I said I've never owned one, and then I just tell you're not a real Star Wars fan or not owning one.
That's what Star Wars fans do.
Yeah, I wish you guys could see my shelf. Like, I only have one. I've got like this big Empire Strikes Back box, but I've only got that and Boba and Captain Phasma. Even though I don't really, her character was so underused, but I just love the way she looks. And I have a bunch of Marvel stuff, a Pokeball. Anyway, we'll see it one day.
The biggest like collectible I guess I have, and I really want to put it like behind me somehow. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. But do you know what film cells are?
Huh?
Film cells? You ever heard of that?
No, not at
So
all.
it's like it's this website where you can buy like actual cells of film from the filming of from the filming of movies.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I have one that's like framed and it has the first 6 movies, so Phantom Menace through Return of the Jedi.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's so, dude, it's my favorite thing that I own. I swear, it's so cool.
That's cool. That cost you a pretty penny, my guy.
I think it was like 130 or something. So yeah,
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like,
it's very worth it, I would say.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be like 1,000. I was like, oh snap. Let's see. Okay, so before we get out of here, let's just get in. Give the people what they want. And they were saying they want to know a little bit about the movie. So, I don't want to give away arcs like Justin said, because I mean we do want you to watch this movie and not know what's gonna happen. It's gonna definitely probably be parts. Look, I'm just showing you my Boba real quick. I love him so much. And my red button, we won't hit that because it doesn't drop nukes, but it is. Um, so the movie, I don't want to get excited and tell everything. The movie basically is going to, like I said, take place after Revenge of the Sith. We haven't worked out exactly how many years, but it won't be long after Revenge of the Sith. And it will focus on, you try to tell them about like the kind of characters it will focus on.
Yeah, you can tell them about the relationships. Yeah. Right.
So it'll focus on a Jedi master and his Padawan. And basically, I don't want to tell you their arcs or anything, but they have a certain relationship. And no, that's a spoiler. I don't want to tell them that. Basically, things just kind of go awry when a certain character shows up, an acolyte. I'll tell them that. Shows up, Inquisitor of sorts. So yeah, it's gonna be an Inquisitor that shows up, and it's like I wish I could tell you more because like the story beats that we got are pretty cool, but you'll just have to wait and see that for yourself. But some stuff happens with the Inquisitor, it goes down, and things escalate from there. So basically, we're telling the story of two surviving Jedi after Order 66 and an Inquisitor. And it's probably that doesn't sound as interesting as it is because there's some interesting things I think in the story.
No, dude, I think that we're downplaying it a lot. I honestly think that the relationships and the arcs that we have already in mind, like we haven't even really like went like super in depth with it yet. But the stuff that we have in mind is like it's pretty cool. I think we got something special.
It's a crispy bag of chips, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when you open that bag of chips and you take the first bite, crispy. It's like that. Yeah, just Kevin says just tell us the ending and we can guess the middle. That's a good that actually makes sense if you don't think about it. No. Anyway, yeah, so that's what you get for now. And maybe in like a year you'll get a trailer. I doubt it's that soon. I wish it would be. Maybe 2 years you get a trailer.
Nah, we got it, dude. We got it. We could do it.
Yeah, no. It's the hardest thing is just gonna be the money. That's gonna be the hardest thing. And then COVID too, with the trying to film and do it without killing anyone. Wait, I keep dropping the C word in this mug.
Yeah, this replays might be screwed.
Anyway, I think some people are dipping anyway. So D-Man Lewis, I don't know if he's talking to us. He said that's actually so dope. Well, you're so dope, whether you're talking about our story or not. And Karen, yeah, are you gonna hit us up on Twitter? Because you definitely should do that if you want to talk about fan film stuff that we're gonna do. I think that's it, man. I don't want to stop streaming, but we've been streaming for 2 hours and 34 minutes, and we don't really have much more to say. I love you guys.
Stream, dude. We've been streaming so long.
Yeah, I know, right? I love you guys. It's really fun chilling with you guys and just talking about Star Wars. It's really fun. And maybe what I'll do is for next week I'll make more subjects because it looks like we could go 3 hours. I think Nerd Theory went 3 hours and 34 minutes last week. I went a long time.
They go crazy long.
Yeah. I mean, not comparing ourselves to Nerd Theory, but just saying. All right, Joey, be easy, my guy. Peace out.
See you later, Joey.
Last thing I'll pop up on screen. I'm just working on a story about the people of a planet being taken over by the who? Amir a few years after Order. I don't know who that is. After Order 66, and they try to fight off, or maybe it means the Empire, off the Empire from taking over their planet. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool one of those stories where it's like very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very like not tight niche. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it's not a complicated story, but it's one of those stories where it's like I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds really cool. Yeah, I dig stories like that where it's like very simple layout, but then you have all these intricate, characters in there. And yeah, I dig stories like that, man. So keep working on it. Anyway, I guess that's it. Justin, you got anything you want to say before we end, man?
No, just thank everybody for coming. Thanks for liking all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe to ABJ.
Yeah, subscribe to Justin. His link actually is in the description this time. Last time I forgot it. So he is, I forgot it this time, honestly, too, but he reminded me. So yeah, his link is in the description of this stream. Go check him out. Honestly, he makes really good videos. Very similar to mine, just better in every way. So
Come on. No,
check him out. And he's not as pretty as me, but you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But anyway, you guys have a good night. And until next time, may the force be with you. Bye.
See y'all later.